All right, what is up, everybody? We have a jam-packed show for you tonight with a number of guests. It's going to go long tonight, people. It's going to go a little long, and I'm excited about it. But first, we got to get that intro, and let's get started here. Y'all ready? We can do 2 or 3 takes. Ready?
I'm Tom Clark.
I'm Belle Clark.
And you're watching the So Smoking Fucking Gooder Show.
Say I'm Tom Clark. I'm Belle Clark with JC's Good Old Boys. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? 3.
I'm Tom Clark.
I'm Belle Clark.
With JC's Good Old Boys, Barbque team. And you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Bam!
Well, hello there. I'm Dennis Butterworth with Warpick Barbecue, but you can call me Butter, and you're listening and watching the So Smoking Gooder Show with Rob Arocha.
Hi guys, I'm Carly Alexinas with Give 'em Hell Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Bam! All right, good evening. What up, Gooder Gang? You know what time it is, and you know where to be. It's Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and I got started right on time. We're going to have a great show for you tonight. We've got a jam-packed show, but let me finish what I was saying. And you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. I'm your host, Rob Arocha, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn headquarters in Cypress, Texas. Damn glad you found us, however you found us, whether you were checking us out on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch. I appreciate all of you guys. A lot of y'all already commenting. We got 43 already in and more coming. Like I said, we've got a jam-packed show tonight. I'll introduce everything going on, but first, I got to bring on the show partner. He is back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. We did not get a test. Does it work? Oh my God, it does not.
I'm screwing with you.
Oh, okay, you're screwing with me. I was like, oh my God, for real. What's up, Case? Welcome back to the show. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Are you? What's going on?
Yeah. Signed up to coach 5-year-old baseball.
Oh, you're the coach. You are the coach of this thing. How's that going? Is it baseball at this point?
Assistant coach.
T-ball?
Coach pitch / T-ball / what in the hell did I sign up for?
What if they don't hit the ball in five pitches and then they gotta get on the tee and run the wrong way down the baseline?
Yeah, something along those lines. So practice 1 is in the books. I'm still standing. My kid's not the worst kid on the field.
That's good. That's good. Well, welcome back, Case. For everybody watching, we'll get to the comments in just a second, but do us a favor, share this, please. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. And for all 4 of you on Twitch, make sure you give us a follow over there. We do appreciate it. That's how we get the word out for this show because, again, we've got a great show. We're going to have Randy Pauly. He is the head ringmaster, I think is properly noted. He is of Holy Cow Cookers. He's going to come on because we are up on HLSR week. It's already here, buddy. It feels like it's 2 weeks away, but it is here right now. So we're going to catch up with, we're going to introduce you guys to Randy. Been trying to get this guy on the show for 2 years now, and we finally got time, and we knocked it out, and we're going to hammer it out and get him on here in just a moment. And then we're going to have Dustin Standley and Joey Smith. Dustin, of course, of the Barbecue Store, Joey of Texas Chrome Heroes. But they are putting their two heads together, and they are creating the Texas Six-Pack Year 2. Lots going on in there, lots of changes for the Texas Six-Pack. And then later on in the show, again, this is going long. Casey, are you going to hang out the whole time?
Probably not. I got to be on the road at 6 in the morning.
Okay, well, if you don't, well, then we'll get you. We're going to have Marc Suarez with Rollin' Smoke Productions to talk about something I think is really cool, and I think you guys will also. But before we do that, we always do, Case. We get into the chat. First in, this guy is 3 weeks in a row. First in. Let's see. I know I just put this up at 6:45, 6:49. Carlos Calzada. He's in. Christian Contreras. That's a new name. What's up, Christian? How are you? Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Carly Alexines. That was the young lady at the last intro. You did a great job. Thank you very much. Sean Trainer. Let's get it on. Let's see. This is Carly right here. How you doing, Carly? Louis Gonzalez. This is a up-and-comer. I talked to him this weekend. I was going to have that. Chuck, the parents over there. Jared McCrory. How are you? Shell Leach, I was not. Are you saying I was late? That was not late, girl. Michael Sistruck, what's up? Let's see. We got Brian Fox in the house. Bobby Delgado, Johnny Maggs. I saw your show today. I wish I could have saw it live. Great job, Johnny, with old Bill Purvis. That man, Bill Purvis, bro. He just gets around, man. He does every show under the planet, and I love it. I'm here about it. Everyone's different. Way to go, Bill. Here he is, right here. From Twitch. What's up, Gooder Gang? That might be Ty. I think that is Ty. Aaron Leslie. There he is. Let's see. AJ, second place Brisket Man. Tops in the state. I like it. Tim Crawford. What's up? Roddy Trevino's in the house. We are on what? That's perfect time. So now we know that Case is the reason behind that. Raul Roel Villanueva. Shout out from the Killer V's. RGC this past weekend. All right, let's Kevin Hernandez. What is up? Dawson, Justin. We'll see Justin this week at Houston. Bo Daniel, congratulations. We'll be saying your name a little later tonight. Brandon, Renee, can't start the show without a blowing smoke. AP rub hashtag. All right. Thank you guys all that are all here. Amy, I saw you had a big first place chicken. Great job. Everybody's here. Let's get on with it. Okay,
so how many more people were here if you would have been on time?
We were on time. Would you stop? We were perfectly on time. All right.
I was on time.
because we have a jam-packed show. I will talk about Smoking on the Rio real quick, though. That was a great event down in the valley. We were at the tip of Texas, Case. About 200 teams made it down there. Congratulations to Oscar Garcia Jr. from Sons of Smoke. And we just mentioned Killer V's, who was on last week on the show. They RG seeded, but man, great weather as opposed to last year. Randy knows how that weather was at this time last year. But before we let's just do it right now. Here we go, right here. Randy, Pauly, Holy Cow Cookers, welcome.
What's up?
All right. So I said it. We've been trying to get you on for a couple years now. You are a
2 or 3 years we've been chasing this. Yeah.
Busy man. Especially this time of year when I want to get you on. This is probably not the right time, but appreciate you taking a few minutes to come on the show and get you on. Bill Purvis in the house. He said, Randy's in the house. Yes.
I love me some Bill Purvis.
How are you doing, Randy?
Chicken fried. Man, I'm great. It's go time in our world, I can say, because many people on this chat can relate to what's about to happen next weekend. We've got a lot of things going on. We're going to have us personally, we'll have 6,000 of our closest friends over for a couple days party,
Nice.
and we're excited. We're the pits are about to start smoking, and we're about to put them through.
Let's back up. For those that don't know you, please give yourself a little introduction. You've been doing the rodeo forever, so I'd love to hear about that. And just tell us all about Holy Cow Cookers, man.
So this is Holy Cow's 28th year at Rodeo Houston, the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo World Championship Cook-Off. It put me on the map. I was a bottle washer for a cook team and started, and then before you knew it, I turned in a little competition because their chief cook overslept. Because back then we weren't pitmasters, we were chief cooks, and that was a cool name back then. And then from there, it was, we rolled into the next year. I got a spot, couldn't afford it, had to go back to them. Long story short, ended up taking overall champion first year out of the gate at Houston.
Oh man, I did not know that. Congratulations.
18, I want to say 17, 18, somewhere around there. The next year I went on my own, and 28 years later, we've won it another couple handfuls of times. And it's the reason barbecues are my closest friends. It's badass. It is, it's pretty amazing. And it's given me, a lifestyle that I could have never thought about.
That's really cool. So you just mentioned you won it a couple times. Is that what I heard? What
Yes,
are
sir.
your so that's an amazing accomplishment. I'm sure you've had some finalist banners as well throughout this deal. How special are those things, man? They're, to me,
it's huge. I've got, I've got some ribs. I've got a brisket. I've got a chicken, championship. I was looking at my shelf. But, it's one of those where I talk about it. I go out there every year to chase the trophy. Don't get me wrong. I'm chasing it. But let me tell you that I know what one trophy did for me, and it's changed my world. And I would gladly be, my goal, it's funny. I do chase the trophy. There's no question about it. But let me tell you that I'd rather be a second place or a third place and let somebody else get that opportunity, because I know what it can do for that person.
right.
And so I just, it's funny. I always tell my friends, I'm like, listen, I just want to be on the first page, the front page of the first, whatever, 20s on that first page. That's what I'm really chasing, because I want my friends to go, oh, there's Randy. As long as I'm just up there at the top, we're good. We're winning.
Go ahead, Case.
Yeah, what Randy's failing to say about, he's just out there chasing trophies. He kind of has this tent to put on, though. And for those who've never experienced, I've been in your tent. Don't think I was supposed to be there, but I got in one night. 17 fried Oreos later. I was like, I love this place.
Yes.
And so to try to put in perspective, obviously Houston's a massive event. It's a very serious barbecue event that's stuck in the middle of one more serious party. And so you're chasing trophies, but you kind of have a setup there. Walk us through the logistics between now and Saturday, and now and next, say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Sure. It's you're correct. our whole philosophy, well, back when I won, okay, let's go back and I'll give you kind of just a quick story of how it all got here, okay?
Please.
Back when we started, we won the cook-off right out of the gate. First run, and I say we. My mom was on the team, my brother's on the team, but they were, mom was just a supporter, but my cousin was on the team, but that was it. It was one of those where, so we won the cook-off. So you think, okay, we're going to start our own team. Great. Go out. Nobody would sponsor us. Nobody. Well, because everybody's like, well, that's luck. Because like I said, I'm a 17-year-old, 18-year-old kid, skinny, had a whole set of hair, and they're like, you don't even meet the bill what a barbecue is. And this is 28 years ago. This is before, the Food Network and Pitmaster series and the internet. So all that was, you just don't fit the bill. Sorry. Yeah. So they wouldn't sponsor us for nothing. So we started year after year. So we started adding stuff. Even we were the poorest team out there, completely the poorest team out there. It was ridiculous. Where we would, during setup, it would take us 5 minutes to set up because we had nothing to really put in the booth 28 years ago. But it was cool because we would literally, because we scrapped all of our money to put together the competition. Now, competition meat back in the day, my first rack of ribs that I won in Houston with was reduced for quick sale from Kroger's. Like literally had we're throwing them out tomorrow. And where you're like, okay, we've had them for 2 days past the date. You think they're still good kind of ribs, but it's one of those. And I paid 54 cents, I think, or 40 something cents for that rack of ribs.
Wow.
Per pound. I mean, it was like a $3 rack. But I'm telling you, it was one of those where we came from nothing. We started adding stuff. We started creating this because the smoke and mirrors effect, because that was the only way we could gain attention because the trophies weren't working. And so we turned around and we started adding things. Now it's turned into an ice cream parlor with 16 flavors of Bluebell. Katz's Coffee brings in espresso, cappuccino, coffee, all that good stuff. We could go. I've got these AV guys that put up these video walls, the Cruz brothers. They're the best in the business. Now, they do home automation, but it's so funny. I talked them into putting all this into a parking lot, so that we could show off with the video walls and all that. And then, of course, we've got the bakery with fresh cookies and, yes, the fried Oreos in the past, the muffins. Last year, we added a pizzeria, so we ended up doing fresh pizzas all night long. And that's kind of what we're doing. So we kind of morphed into and creating. My whole philosophy is I want you to forget about life when you walk into Holy Cow for that 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours you come to visit. Now, the barbecue we're cooking is what we're winning with. In other words, if you come in around 2 o'clock in the afternoon and look on my pit, you'll see 100 racks, 200 racks of ribs, each one of them wrapped in foil, just like we do in competition with the Texas Crutch. I mean, it's one of those things where we do so because it's smoke and mirrors and all that crazy wow factor, you're going to eat really good food. For instance, Snake River Farms briskets to all of our guests. That's the things we've done, and that's the things we're chasing so that you can – because I remember my first Wagyu brisket, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe I paid that much for it. But then I was like, but then when you try it, you're like, it's totally worth it. So that's kind of what's going on in my world. Now we're getting started. Now you said take me so long story short, it's cook-off time. The trailers are going out. The Connex boxes are going out. The pits are going out. It's awesome. There's a lot of cool things going on. And of course the food's been ordered and now we've got a little more. The perishables going next week, but it's go time.
How long does something like this plan? The planning of it. This is probably year 28. I mean, how long has it been at this level to now? So y'all probably have a yearly plan. I'm sure y'all meet beforehand, but this is a big undertaking for those that have never been inside of it. It's like walking into an arena. You have video boards, like you said, on the wall. You got them up high as well. You got a bar in the center. It is awesome. It's amazing.
Thank you. It's a year-round training. It's year-round. Honestly, right now I'm planning for next one. But if you walk in like tonight, we were at the grounds, And because one of our Connex boxes is actually being built out right now, we're putting an arcade game in our kitchen just because yeah. And so we're literally it's crazy. My wife's like,
Just
what are
because,
you doing?
man. Why not?
Yeah, because who doesn't want to play Miss Pac-Man and Galaga during the cook-off, right? So I mean, we could probably have a few challenges, and so you know, and I mean, why not? And so we got Duck Hunt and a couple a Galaga and a Miss Pac-Man and a couple classics to put right in the middle of our kitchen at the cook-off, just cause.
Why not?
And so we're trying to figure out how to put it on free play. If not, I'm going to be like walking around like with a roll of quarters saying, hey, here you go, you can play, because nobody keeps quarters on there.
Heck
so
no.
we're still working with the logistics of it, but we were building out on it today.
Where does this stuff live the other 360 days of the year?
Oh, I'm glad you didn't ask my wife that.
Yeah, no. I'm literally looking at the tailgating supplies.
Uh-oh. He went dark. He'll be back. Okay, so you said you snuck in.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure how I ended up in that tent one night.
There he is.
But
He's back.
Like 7. I walked in and I was like, there's a bakery? There's ice cream? And I totally forgot about life for like a couple hours. And then I saw my doctor on Tuesday and he's like, so what'd you do this weekend? And I was like,
yeah, it's not suggestible to plan a doctor visit, after Holy Cow. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Just save yourself the mercy. Now, you said, where does it live? I'm very blessed. Obviously, some of it lives in the back pasture.
It said, don't ask my wife that, then you went dark.
No, exactly. My wife had, exactly.
She's like,
my wife, it's so funny. She sent me a message because she knows that I'm just totally not obtainable as an husband material for like the next 2 weeks. And so it's so funny because she's.
Uh-oh.
She is. She's got the mute button on him.
She definitely does have there he is.
Yeah. She's got me. No. So welcome to my world at cook-off. That's just phone call after phone call after phone calls. They know, Randy's home now. I can. Yeah, it is. It's go time. But a lot of it lives. We live on acres. We live on a ranch, and so a lot of it lives at our compound. And then I'm blessed. I have sponsors that help us, store some of TTI Oils, are great guys, and they let me store. Armadillo Blast Coat has a couple of the boxes, because you got to realize I have 12 Connex boxes that make up the inside of Holy Cow that open up to do something. Okay.
That's awesome.
And so with that said, they got to live somewhere, and 12 Connex boxes, they're 20 footers is still a lot of floor space. So, So I'm really lucky because they sorry, I'm reading text messages too. I guess people are watching now. It's go time. It's really funny because everybody's like, "Hey, talk to me about how getting wristbands." I'm like, "It's not possible."
That was definitely not on my list. It's like, there's
so
no
those
way.
are my friends. No, those are my friends. Obviously, watching this, sending text messages, trying to have fun. Hey, I'm gonna jack with Randy.
Nice.
I know you don't have to disclose, but for people to understand the undertaking, so the rodeo gives out the survey, the financial impact survey, and I remember filling it out for the Go Texan one and looking at the money that we had raised for a very small tent. But as I was there, my rodeo guys there, I kind of flipped through and I kind of looked at a much larger tent. The financial work has got to be just nonstop to put that together, along with the labor. But when does that process start? And is there's goals in mind? It's a different number for everybody, but for a large tent like that, it's a substantial number.
It is a big number. It is a big taking, and you got to realize, my sponsors are there and they sign up every year, and it's a blessing. And the coolest part about it, and it's kind of one of those things, is we sold out for the last 10, 15 years. We've sold out usually around January-ish. It's usually mid-January. This year, like January 2nd, everything was spoken for. And then the checks came in a couple days later, and then it was done. It's awesome. But when your mom calls you and says, "Hey, honey, can you get me some tickets? Because I ran into such and such at the supermarket," and they're like, "Mom, sorry, there's none." And she's like, and then she gets mad, taking it personal. So now I keep a couple in my pocket for mom, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, you can't have mom's tickets." But it's funny. It's one of those things where it's easy, it's great, but then everybody feel like, "Well, what do you mean you don't have any tickets?" I was like, "They're gone," and we cap the tickets for the amount that fit in the. So we're not like, you're not standing outside saying, "Hey, can I get in?" kind of deal. So it's one of those things where it's a comfortable ride the whole time.
So the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, how many people are coming through the Holy Cow tent for that weekend?
So we have an open door policy till lunch, okay? And I tell people, hey, listen, because we were the team that couldn't afford it. So we have an open door policy till about 3 p.m. So for breakfast and lunch, we'll have a couple hundred for each meal each day. And then you'll look at the 1,200 plus guests that come in that night. So we're it's funny, we were doing calcs on the folks we run through. We're probably a couple thousand each night. It's in about 2,000 each night, for the day, packed in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We do military lunches. We help Rich's Raiders with their deal. And that's a special needs lunch, which is awesome. So there's a lot of things that we, like I said, we did the calcs, and it was roughly, I think we said 7,200 for the 3 days.
That's awesome.
It's a blessing. It is.
For people that don't know, the beer gets bought by you buy the beer from the rodeo. Do you keep tabs just to understand how many cans of beer flow through that tent in the weekend?
Oh yeah, no. I write the checks for the beer, so I know exactly what we're spending in beer. And it's pretty crazy. Now, and I look at it. The cool part about it is that goes to the show.
Right.
I'm thinking some of that, there's hopefully some profit that goes into and it is what it is. And it's funny because some of those guys are out there complaining. I'm like, dude, if you don't like it, just play another game. It's their game, But it's one of those where, and then I love the Houston Rodeo because of what it stands for and the core issue, the core meaning, the core reason is to give back to the kids and promote agriculture. So, I mean, you can't get any better than that.
Case, you had some good last year numbers that you think, or Case has been very big involved with the rodeo. How many people come through that cook-off each year?
It's weird because you're coming out of the COVID year, and then a lot of it depends on weather really does a number. And so, we always launch that. Man, it's been a while since I've looked at the attendance numbers for the cook-off. And hopefully this will be the first year where obviously the weather's got to align, and you get out of the COVID funk. And so, I think we're getting closer and closer to those big numbers popping back up. It's pretty astonishing when you look at it. Now, question I have for you, a lot of it, and I talked to a lot of people that do this cook-off, and you're jacked up right now. You're getting ready to go to Houston. Come Sunday morning, you're dog tired, and you go, I don't want to do that again. And then you go, a month goes by, 2 months go by, you start getting the itch. You kind of forget about all the hell and all the work you just did and everything that you just complained about. Is that you, or do you wake up on Sunday and go, we need to do this shit again?
Yeah, you're 100% correct. We do this cook-off, and I'd say you're 100% correct, except for 10%. The 10% is I've never said, what the hell am I doing? Why am I doing it? Because I can look around the tent, and I can look in our kitchen every night when we got, a dozen to 5 dozen of the best pitmasters that I can say are some of my closest friends hanging out, enjoying, breaking bread, because there's nothing better than that. So I've never really been to the point where I'm just like, you know what? What am I doing here? But I have taken my body to probably an area that I probably shouldn't be.
Right.
And there's no question about that. And this year is going to be harder because I became chairman of international committee for the Houston Rodeo. So come Monday, I've got and that committee entertains all the international guests that come through, and it's a couple thousand for the first week of show. And so it's going to be a little more, because I'm going to have a little more in the tank to be able to get through, because usually I can just kind of that next
Coast
week
along,
kind of
yeah.
just coast and get things done. But unfortunately this year is going to be a little bit different challenge.
You think
So-
his tent's
sure.
exclusive? You should see his international committee party when it comes to exclusivity. Just saying.
Hey, I got a question. Well, not so much a question. When did you start? That is a question. But for those that don't know, you host a really cool thing for the Pitmasters, Pitmaster Luncheon. When did that begin? How did that come about? And what year are we into it now? And let people know that watch this show. You're going to have a lot of people that watch this show that will be out on the grounds that would love to come and check out the Holy Cow Cookers. And you do a great thing for the Pitmasters and for the people. Like you said, it's a great family out there. So you support that by holding this luncheon, and it's really cool. And I'm excited to attend this year. This will be my first year to compete with the team out there. So I'm excited to go out there and visit the tent and not have Case tell me about the time he snuck in. So let's we're gonna go out there ourselves.
I listen. The cookies were amazing, and the pizza, and I have. So I'm not 100% sure how we got in, and I didn't even claim I met his mom in a supermarket.
No, that's, you're 100% correct. It is one of those things where, yes, so we started the Pitmaster lunch last year. I've always wanted to do something to bring everybody together at the beginning of the show, and kind of say, hey, let's break bread before we get our teeth kicked in. And then, so it's one of those things where I kind of pitched it, but you got to have permission because it's during setup, which is not, and I was like, hey, so I pitched it to the rodeo. Hey, listen, I want to just take on a Pitmaster lunch beforehand. And they were awesome. They're like, okay, well, what's it going to cost us? Which is smart because it wasn't in their budget. I was like, nothing. Let's just do this, And so I just wanted to do it. And I was like, hey, it's just going to be a lunch while they're setting up. Come on by. It starts at 10, 11 o'clock, around lunchtime, and we're going to serve some good vittles. We got one of the things we did, and it started with Anella with Snake River Farms. I was like, hey, I need Wagyu hot dogs. And so it started with how I do hot dogs, and then it ended up, let's do pizza. And then before you know it, it turned into the cookie oven started and the ice cream started. And then so last year was our first year we did it. We had a couple hundred, and I'm telling you, when I say we got permission like the week before, it was kind of really, we had been asking, but of course, they're protective, which I get. But they said, they gave us a thumbs up. And of course, next year I want to morph it into, like, for instance, my vision in this is like, for instance, grabbing a whole carcass and doing the breakdown of a carcass for us.
Oh, nice.
Next year. So I tried doing it this year. It just didn't work. But that's the next phase of turning it into something fun for us.
I volunteered Case as the carcass.
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, a real carcass. And now let me tell you, also for those that
Joey knows about those hot
that are
dogs.
listening, breakfast. If you're around for breakfast Wednesday, come on over for breakfast. It's not just a lunch. If you're around Tuesday, I'm sure we're gonna have something to eat too. So just come on by. I can't let you in at 7 o'clock on a Thursday, but
Right.
You better believe if it's before 4 o'clock, come on by. You know what I'm saying? And now the other thing is, we are actually climate controlled, and last year the weather was terrible,
Terrible.
some of the worst it's ever been.
Yes.
So it's one of those, hey, if you need to come warm up during the day, come on over, because it was stupid cold last year, and we're running 72 degrees. So please come on over, hang out, kick your feet up and hang out with us for a little bit during the day. I'd love to see you. So we do have an open door policy till about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Cool.
And like I said, if we're eating, you're eating. So
Awesome.
so come on by and break some bread with us.
Man, it's been awesome. I got you for about another 10 minutes. Louis Gonzalez has a question. What size pit are you running for all this food while you're at the I'm sure it's not one, but
No, I am I'm actually, my front line is Old Hickories. I've got 3 of them there. And one of them is that beast of the one that has 64 shelves in it. So we call it the Little Giant. So I've got, and then I've got 4, 5, 6 commercial convection ovens because we're making vegetables and so forth in the evening for our guests. So we use, we've got ovens in house. So I'm using Old Hickories. I used to use Southern Prides, but it was tough to get parts for them. And then they had regional stuff going on. So I changed my front line to Old Hickories because you can pretty much get all their parts up the street at Granger, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because all you guys know, if it's going to break, it's going to break.
Don't do it out there.
Off,
Yep.
or right before, like I literally had 2 freezers being worked on today at the ranch while I was at work. I was at Buc-ees, and I'm like literally like there's a repairman there. One of the guys in the team's hanging out, babysit him. It's great, but it just happens. It's not going to break until right now,
Shell made a good comment. So if you guys are looking for your teammates and it's cold outside, they're probably going to be over at Holy Cow Cookers warming up. Mark says less rage. Okay, so if he looks familiar to you guys, it's probably because you might have been in the Holy Cow Cookers tent. However, I kind of want to take over from that. And again, he's definitely invited everybody before 4 o'clock. Come and hang out at Holy Cow Cookers and check out what we've been talking about. It's an amazing venue. It's amazing. I don't even want to call it a tent. What do you? I mean, it's just it's a structured parking lot party. It's home. There you go. But if he looks familiar to you guys, when they like open a new Buc-ees all over the country, and they show, hey, there's been a Buc-ees opening in Leeds, Alabama, and there's a familiar face on there. It's probably Randy, because Randy, what do you do for Buc-ees, man? Can we talk about that for the last 10 minutes or so we got you here?
Yeah, I'm the barbecue pitmaster for Buc-ees, and I'm very blessed because they've given me the ability to be able to bring Texas barbecue across the states now, and it's a blessing.
So he's the guy that actually yells fresh brisket on the board.
He probably makes him yell fresh.
I'm the guy that makes sure they do it. I'm the guy that came up with it, but I'm not. I do chant. No, if you find me in a store, there's a 90% chance I'm chanting, unless I'm. And the only 10%, the only reason I wouldn't is because I wasn't paying attention. That's the only reason I wouldn't chant. I'm all about the chant.
Randy, who's picking out these city slicker ass cowboy hats?
Probably Randy.
No. Those are, for the record, those are not cowboy hats. Those are river hats.
Okay,
unfortunately, those were there before I was there. I'm not taking credit on that.
I don't give 2 craps about his barbecue tent anymore. Buc-ees is my neighborhood gas station.
Thank you.
And so okay, yeah.
Hey,
hey,
shout out to you as the head pitmaster. A lot of these guys cook barbecue all the time, and honestly, we don't eat a lot of barbecue. I tell you what, though, when you're traveling, I always hit a Buc-ees, and the chopped beef brisket is amazing. It's really good, man. And the turkey is my favorite. That's my go-to. I'll tear down a turkey.
Have you tried the Fat Boy version, the XXL?
Oh, the XXL, yes. Oh wait, I'll give you one.
You're in my wheelhouse now, Rob. You're in my wheelhouse now.
I can tell you perked up.
Katie in the last couple weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, for some reason my kid enjoys it.
We have a 3-meat sandwich at Katie.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can get that added to Texas City, that'd be great. Thanks.
It's got turkey, it's got chopped brisket, and it's got sausage with a tangy mustard sauce that's out of control good.
Yeah, can we get rid of the Buc-ees Club at Texas City? And
no, Buc-ees Club is awesome, bro.
The club is good. Yeah, the club is good. The club is here to stay.
Everybody's chiming in now that I mentioned Buc-ees. Like chopped brisket and salt and vinegar chips every road trip, says Roddy.
Yes.
Chicken fried Bill. I'll hammer Buc-ees chopped brisket every road trip. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, turkey's our go-to. My son loves the fried chicken sandwich. I have yet to try it yet, but that's his go-to. That's his go-to.
That fried chicken sandwich, it was kind of, I'm not going to say it was easy to create, but we got in the fried chicken sandwich side when everybody else had theirs.
Yeah,
so that was right in the middle of everybody, the war on chicken sandwich. So what we did was we went to all theirs. We tried all theirs, took everything we liked of each one, and then added it to ours and then rolled it out.
Man, it's great. According to him, but everything else is that I'm familiar with is great.
Did a 45 South construction Buc-ees in Texas City is not as busy as every other Buc-ees I go to. because there's no bridge
they took our bridge away.
Yeah, they took the bridge away, so it's great for our local stop. But when I go to someplace like New Braunfels and it's a complete zoo, I'm blessed for the current situation. Not for y'all sales, but for my access.
Yeah, and the Luling one, they're building the largest Buc-ees there. There's signs all over. It's right on the same grounds too. It looks like they're clearing land at the moment. That's going to be exciting. So what's it like? How are they like across the country? Everybody knows about Buc-ees now, right? And it's got this, I don't know, this image that they don't know. They really don't know. They just know it's a huge. They're like, it's a gas station, yeah. But when you're out there opening up, like say in Alabama or Ocean Beach, wherever it was, I was at. I was shocked to see a Buc-ees there in was it Gulf Shores, Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right
I was shocked to see one there. Yeah, right there, Mobile. What's it like? What's the crowd response? I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm sure opening day. I've seen the videos. It's pretty amazing.
It's a blessing we don't take for granted. And it's one of those, it's a true blessing because the kind of word gets out, but it's one of those, and I stress the part we don't take advantage because we work our ass off to make sure that what you get in Katy Buc-ees is exactly what you're going to get in Mobile, which is exactly what you're going to get in Florence, South Carolina, or Florida stores or Tennessee. So we work really hard to protect what we have and to make sure that exactly what you get here is what you get there. And we've got a great team. Our culinary team is some of the best guys and gals in the world, and they're good at what they do. And we make sure that we push them to make sure we hit that mark every single time. But it's a blast. There's nothing
How long
better.
have you been with them?
This is my 6th year, I believe. And I tell you, there's nothing better than bringing Texas brisket to the world. Texas brisket outside in Florida and the Carolinas is awesome.
So you ever just walk in and go, God, like walk into Madisonville and go, why'd y'all build such a little gas station?
Those stores were there, and they were the reason we, you got to realize back then for that to be a gas station was
I was in college. It was massive. And now I stop and go,
now it's like,
yeah.
Congratulations.
You have a universal sign that causes my 5-year-old to want to use the bathroom.
Thank you.
Yeah. I was just going to say, when you were describing how it's the same where you're introducing Texas barbecue to these guys. Well, that's pretty cool, man. That's neat. And every time that I'm on my travels now, and I'm always looking for a Buc-ees, like, where's the nearest Buc-ees? Or you'll see the sign, it's 128 miles away. I was like, all right, cool. We're going to Buc-ees in 128 miles. It's something, it's a go-to stop. And now see them all over the country is pretty cool. Although we as Texans, we like to keep our toys to ourselves, but we're spreading it out, right? Y'all are going all nationwide.
Okay.
There was a question there. Oh, and this is a good question. Joey Smith, what happened to our pickles and onions? Never mind. I shouldn't ask that question. Maybe he's like,
yeah.
We'll just skip that.
Yeah, it wasn't my decision. It was, it's a tough one.
Fresh chips.
It's tough.
All right. Well, that's enough said on that one. Let's see here. Anything else?
We should have done a whole damn show on Buc-ees. I don't know why we wasted all this time with the rodeo.
Can't. If you have any last questions, I'll try and ask them. We got them for just a couple more minutes, but Randy, Paul, this has been amazing, dude. For 2 years, or 3 years, even we've been trying to get you on.
Yes.
And it's been well worth the wait because, like Kay said, we can keep going for a long, long time on this. And just hearing about the history of Holy Cow Cookers, starting back then, and like you were saying, you're one of the poorest teams to now watching y'all where you're at right now is pretty amazing. That's a cool story. And I didn't know you had won the event a couple times. That's also awesome. Yes. So yeah, we're all out there to win those bow-legged H trophies, man. And it's really cool that you guys. He's looking for his.
No, I was like, yeah, it's a blessing. It really is. It's yeah.
Yes. Chicken fried, awesome. Randy needs to be a regular on the show. So I will definitely be in the pit at the Pitmasters luncheon.
Come see us. Yes.
Yeah, that's Wednesday.
Hey, Bill, are you coming? Bill's coming, right?
Bill will be there.
Well, he won San Antonio, so he can see automatic. But does that mean I don't know if it's this year or next year, but
it's next year, he gets the automatic.
Okay, then Bill, then that means you can just hang out at Holy Cow all weekend long. You let me know, call me, and we'll have some fun.
Hold up, Randy. I got to warn you. Bill runs like 25 deep with camera crews and all of that.
Yeah.
So you got to let 25 people in for one Bill purpose.
I get it. He's a rock star, as he should. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The guy. I mean, like we were opening up a Tennessee Buc-ees, and I run out to the KCBS event, and there he is, just cleaning house. You know, winning every award they can possibly get out there.
I tease Bill who? Willie Richards commenting, Mr. Duck Fat. No, we love Bill. He's doing a phenomenal job right now, as you are, man. And so congratulations on all the success. And you'll definitely be seeing myself and Case probably sneak in later in the evening.
I'll be at the cookie bar at 8 o'clock that night. You're like, how did he get in? Like he's
Case,
never
come
left
over
after
for
lunch.
Come over for lunch on Wednesday. I'd love to meet you in person.
Yeah.
For
He
sure.
only knows I've already been there.
Yeah, he's gonna have your picture security. Hey,
Yeah,
this guy
he knows how to
later.
get inside. Hey, yeah, exactly. Hey,
He's
you
like-
see this guy? He's out.
When you see him later at 8 trying to get some fudge, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy, it's been awesome, man. Thank you for making time on the show. I know you're busy right now, but we'll see you next week. It's already here, brother.
Hey guys, keep smoking.
Thank you, bub. Thank you very much. There he was, Mr. Randy Pauly. First time on the show. That was awesome. Yeah, Case, you lit up when you said Buc-ees. You're like, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
was
no, I didn't
them.
know that topic was on the docket for tonight. So I probably
see,
should look at my show prep notes.
I'm glad that I kept it from you because you would have been like chomping on the bit. Let's get the Buc-ees, man. Let's get the Buc-ees.
Fresh brisket on the board.
Fresh brisket on the board.
At least I got a clarification on those awful hats. So I don't feel so bad. They're river hats, not cowboy hats.
Shell says, I'm there for lunch and the climate control. Absolutely. So yeah, we will be out there. All right, we're gonna bring our next two in just a second. But I gotta give my shout outs to the chat, man. Y'all have been awesome. Y'all have been great. Got 50,000 of y'all out there right now. But real quick, let's do the sponsor overlay. Nope, that wasn't it. Where's it at? Where is it at? There we
Should
go.
be
Right.
under Yellow Pages.
Since you're here, Case, let's go back to the old school right here. Boom.
Oh God.
No.
Why do I get Eureka Heights? Come on.
Right there, right in your forehead, too. Now we'll go here. Shout out to Rec Tech. These guys are the most amazing pellet smokers on the market. Bill Purvis talks about them quite highly. And you've heard myself and Case talk about Rec Tech. They do well on the competition trail and also in your backyard for sure. I did see Cosmos Q products. They got a lot of stock back in stock. So if you were waiting to order from Cosmos, now is the time. Cosmos Q, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads in Uvalde, Texas. We will be back there December 8th and 9th of 2023. Aaron Leslie coming off a big first place brisket, and he also did well, third, I think, overall at the Cooker of the Year event last weekend. You can find his products at the barbecue store in Hempstead, which we'll be having Dustin on here in just a moment. The barbecue store in Hempstead. Hashtag where you go to win. You can also get some embroidery done over there or some shirts and whatever from We Branded Promotions. Case, talk about Texas pepper jelly.
Yeah, Craig and the guys are just absolutely just jam-packed busy. Rib Candy's in stock, and so all their products are in stock. And if you haven't tried did you try some of that honey rub I sent you?
I did try. Yes, I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good, man. So, but yeah, Craig's doing good. He lives in Lubbock now, so I don't get to see him as often, but we talk about once a week and see what's going on, but he's busier than hell. But if you need it, he'll ship it to you in a hurry. So TexasPepperJelly.com, get your order in.
All right. If I were drinking, which I am not tonight, I would be drinking Eureka Heights Brew Company. They've come out with that something light. I love that. We did have our February spotlight on Miss Summer Moreno with Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. I did get a lot of replies from that. It was really cool to see everybody that has used her, that are using her, or that will be calling to use her. Of course, we got Miss Tom and Bell, Mr. Tom, Miss Bell Clark from Clark Compression and Components, natural gas needs. If you need them, hit up Miss Bell. She sometimes as a co-host over here when Case is not able to make it. We also have the Danny Dietz Memorial Classic. That's going to be a KCBS event coming up in September at the Waller County this year. Texas Original Charcoal, that's who I was cooking with, and San Antonio, and that's who I use in my pits. Great products. If you've not tried it, get your hands on some Texas Original. They will be out at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo giving away some charcoal if you want to try it. LC Barbecue Products, man, you've been keeping up with Phil Case. Phil is just, I don't want to say the word, but he's just killing it all over the place, and he did well this past weekend, 5th overall in Mercedes, Texas, in our day one B1. Talk about bull printing, Case.
Yeah, I can tell you when it comes to large scale printing, wrapping vehicles, there's nobody that does it better. We've got 12 delivery trucks that got to be wrapped at work, and we were in meetings. And I said, well, this one's quite simple. We got one guy to call and one guy only. And they said, you don't want to shop that around?
Nope.
No. There's one spot. And so looking forward to seeing Cheeto and the gang because we got a bunch of work for them to do. And but I called him, and he's got 2 weeks of work already on the book. So go get in line now if you want it done by the best in the business.
Cheeto in the gang. That sounds like a cool band. Speaking of bands, I saw Bruce Springsteen last night, bro. Toyota Center was rocking with the oldies out there, bro. It was good. It was nice.
Red Hot Chili Pepper tickets that I'm not enthused about going to see.
What?
These are, work-related trips.
How are you not enthused about the Red Hot Chili Peppers? All right. Well, as you can see, the banner is up. The boys are ready. I did tell them 8:45. We went just a little bit long. Oh, and after this, y'all stick around. We're going to have Marc Suarez from Rolling Smoke Productions talk about something cool that I think you pitmasters will love. But first, let's get him on right now. There's number 1 and there's number 2. Joey Smith. See, Joey's taking advantage. What happened? Dustin fell. So not Facebook, what am I saying? StreamYard has this new deal where you can put your name and a title. Did you notice that, Case? When you
just skip that past all of that.
Well, that's what it looks like. Randy had it also. It said Holy Cow Cookers under him. That's pretty cool. I like that. Joey Smith, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Of course, we got Dustin. See, Dustin, you could have utilized the little underscore thing.
Yeah, but then you'd have to have that little bitty font. Dustin's a man that knows how to get brands advertised. That's what maybe that's what he was doing right there. You're smart there, Dustin. How are you gentlemen doing?
Doing awesome. What a show, man. God dang. The history from him, that's just kicked butt. I just didn't know that.
It was pretty. Apparently you've been in there because I saw you make the comment, the Snake River hot dogs. In your words, talk about that tent because I have yet to actually go in there.
Wow, you're the only one that hasn't been in there.
Yeah.
It's like when you go into it's like you're going into a live bar. It's like it's been there forever. It's like it's a home structure that's just something that just feels like wow. It's just wild that they can put it together in 2 weeks and it takes 1 day to tear it down.
Hey, Justin says Cosmo is coming to Houston. All right.
Ooh,
Cosmo was a great show up for us as well. It's really cool in there. I have peeked inside, but I've yet to like hang out in the tent, especially when it's full going on a Thursday or Friday or Saturday. But I will be there. I'm going to go attend that a Pitmaster luncheon. I know it kind of bleeds into the evening on Wednesday. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool event. So we will be there. So a lot of people are saying hello to you guys. You guys are very well known here with our Gooder gang for the most part. We don't think we need to go into introductions, but I do need to wake up Dustin. Dustin, you awake?
Yeah, I just answered the text. Sorry.
I thought his Wi-Fi froze again. I was like, "Oh hell, he's in the woods again."
No, I'm at Hempstead tonight.
So before we get to the Texas Six Pack, anything y'all want to talk about going on with y'all personally? Dustin, we'll go with you first, man. Anything? What's up with the barbecue store?
Man, I don't know when the last time you've been there, but we have exploded at the seams. So, the barbecue store has done real well. We've been truly blessed with the support and love from all of our barbecue people. We do a lot of orders out of there, but we've taken on a new direction. In 24, we're going to be looking at opening another store up around Huntsville. And nice. So we are in the process of transitioning into some outdoor stuff. So In the last couple of weeks, we brought on GCI, which is the chair with the rockers. We brought on Lodge, all of the Lodge cast iron stuff for like your Dutch ovens or your frying. We brought in Bayou Classic, all your fryers, your boilers for shrimp and crawfish.
Nice.
Man, it's just Huntsaker hit the floor today, and I'm tell you what, them Huntsaker drums are just absolutely amazing. I've been cooking them for about a year now. I bought a set from Craig Sherry, and hands down, they cook great. But we're a distributor for them now, and so we had 8 hit the floor today. 2 were mine personal, and I just sold 2 via text message here a few minutes ago. Somebody's coming to pick up 2 on Tuesday, so kind of cool. But it's just growing at the seams and continue to want to grow and put more stuff in there for outdoors. So we're always open. If somebody has an item that we don't have, or they have something they're looking for, we're looking at trying to put more outdoor stuff in the store as well. So it's been good.
Here's one right here. Roddy Trevino carry big boy barbecue.
Yes,
chairs.
I do. I carry the extra L's.
Okay, he already does it. And Willie's been cooking lots of pizzas out of contests. He said pizza oven. He got
Pizza
excited.
ovens are on their way.
Dustin, will it be a cutting board store? I don't know what that means. Cutting.
Yeah, cutting boards.
Okay.
We got cutting boards coming.
So a lot of people are saying hello, but real quick, let me say Johnny Dunn made a comment about the Holy Cow real quick while it's still on the brain. Several bars, great atmosphere, cowboy Mardi Gras done right. Great job, Holy Cow. All right, there we go. Greg Minotti says hello. And I noticed I've been seeing Twisted Flames now. That's you and your wife have combined, right? Is that what you're doing there? No,
we've gone to one team just, with the cost of everything. And it actually has been good. I kind of first started, how's it going to go? She has her recipes. I have mine. And we basically just split and conquer. So I'm cooking chicken and brisket, and she's cooking the pork. So whether it be ribs and pork butts, she's doing that. And we've done well. I mean, got some good walks already. And, it just seems a little bit easier. We're not having to drag as many pits. We're not having to buy as many meats. But we're still enjoying what we love. And then, we got our kids that are kind of following our footsteps too. So Corbin's done well. Alana's done well. Tinsley, our grandbaby's done well. So, we like seeing this sport just continue to grow with our family.
That's great, man. Yeah, y'all are a big barbecue family, and it's really cool to see, the kids are doing it now, and now you got your grandbabies in it. And, yeah, you and Julie are teaming up. I think that's going to be a good thing for you guys,
Thank
man,
you.
for sure.
We appreciate it.
Sure.
Thanks a lot.
And then we have this guy right here.
Hello, I'm Joey Smith with Texas Chrome Barbecue. Here watching the So Smoking Gooder show. Did I say that
right? you did say that right. Do you remember where we filmed that one, Joey?
Yeah, we were somewhere freezing our butt off. I know that.
that was in Seguin. That was the very first test run
for the CBA,
the scoring system for the CBA. Yes. Joey, talk about what's going on with you before we get into the Texas Six Pack. I know you got lots going on right now.
Wow. Yes. It's like out of breath going on. We just got back from Houston today. We're grooming a second team right now.
What's up, Aaron?
Come on board. So the guys are up there getting the trailer ready. I brought another trailer down here. We're actually starting off after Houston. When we get back from that, we have the Austin Rodeo team, and then we have a cook-off the same weekend down here in Port O'Connor that we got first responders signed up for. So we're starting off right off the bat with a doubleheader, same weekend, two locations.
Yes.
First time we've ever done it. So getting all that settled in, getting everybody into play. Got a great bunch of volunteers and everybody on board. Just getting it funded now. Like saying they're cut down to one team, and now I'm splitting off into two, and I'm going, oh boy, here we go. It's going to keep going. And then
that's exciting.
Yes, and then we've been. Guess y'all already know that Cassie and I went on board with Icy Tech Coolers. We're a distributor now in Texas for those folks, which they'll be at Dustin's store as well. And then we just finalized today. I'm going to announce it. We just ordered a new airboat for our Texas Chrome Outdoors edition down here. So we should have that here in about 6 months to display and take some veterans out for spins and fishing and duck hunting. So looking forward to it.
That's cool. And you're located now in You're in
Rockport? Port O'Connor. We're about 45 minutes away from Rockport.
Okay. So your drive wasn't that bad last weekend down to
3 hours. I'm definitely going to have fun playing in the South Zone now. So
Yeah, I feel you're gonna do well.
we
Brian,
didn't do well in Mercedes, but we sure got some relationships started down there. We're going back in May to help help those folks with the border control cook-off going on down there. That's going to be a pretty neat little event that we're going to get involved with and get some pit coaches down there and have some fun.
yeah, it seemed like it was a great trip for you as far as that's concerned, right? You also did the announcement of the partnership, and you led us in prayer, man. That was pretty cool.
Yes, that was very humble.
And that was a very loud sound system.
Yes, I thought I was right.
Felt like you were screaming in my ear, and you were like 300 yards away from me. It was great. Brian Fox says, Joey Smith has taught me a lot since day one. Blessed to know him. Carlos says, I'm here to help the team out if you need them.
Oh, you're definitely on the list, Bubba.
So I know a lot of us know exactly what the foundation does, but there's a chance there's a bunch of people tuning in tonight to find out about Buc-ees. And so, walk us through again for anybody that's new to the show, wondering what the hell we're talking about and why it's so important to support the cause and the events that are getting ready to get kicked off.
So this is our third year being young of starting Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. We work with men and women in first responders and military, and now Border Patrol, which is going to be an awesome branch, to bring them into the barbecue world. They're dealing with struggles through, we call it PTSD, but, it's just they're all going through all this drama stuff that America and us put on top of their shoulders. And they're out here fighting for our country and our lives. So we got to help these guys get back on their feet. So we started a barbecue program where we energize them into a competition. We teach them how to season the meat, fire management, the whole 9 yards. They control the cook. They have a pit coach that does points and turns them loose. And as y'all can see, we have so many cool, just awesome stories of folks that we've had go through the program. It works. We know it works. It's a proven fact, and it's blowing up. We're signing up people every week. We actually got a husband and wife coming to Houston this next week to visit us, and they're coming in the program. And it's a husband and wife from 9/11. They're coming out of Tennessee, but they were in ground zero for 9/11, helping dig those people out for 16 days. And
wow.
They're coming for treatment for PTSD in Houston. And they're going to happen to be here for the livestock show and rodeo. So we bought them tickets. They're going to get to experience the rodeo and hang out with us and discuss their plans when we're going to put them into their first cook-off with us. So we're really excited to announce that. They're so excited to come and just to be a part of it and to get some healing going on.
Man, I that's really cool, man. I'm excited for you guys to be able to share that with them. That's amazing. Chuck says Joey has been a great mentor to Carly. She led off our show with an intro. Johnny Dunn, saving families of veterans and first responders who struggle with post-traumatic stress. It is a humbling experience. Yeah, Johnny helps out for the program big time. Carlos, still one of the best programs I have been a part of. It works awesome. And look at this guy. He made the So Smoking Gooder Show top 10 recently. Awesome organization, Tom and Bell and Shell. That's awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, that's what you guys. That was a good question. Good question, Case. Catch everybody up on why we're here for the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. So, speaking of supporting it, we got the Texas Six-Pack, which I thought was a huge success last year as far as getting the word out for you guys and just having a series. Last time we talked about when the series was being talked about or brought forward, it was cool because we haven't had anything like this before. Since the was it the Western Wood series years ago? That was like 15 in those years. Now we're at 23 already. So last year, 22, the first year of the Texas Six-Pack. Talk about how that went last year for you guys and what y'all maybe learned or didn't like, and then we'll jump forward to 23.
Yeah, we 2+ years ago, we sat in a bunker at Tomball VFW. We kicked around the idea of the series, and it was just at that point, I think, we just kind of talk, and then I think shortly after that, I had reached out to Joey and said, "Hey, can I have a cook, at my store? And, can we do a series?" And Joey's like, "Man, it's yours. Do what you want to do." And so, we started dabbling with trying to figure out how to put it together and how to make it work. And, we did, we learned that double headers were hard, they're hard on cooks, but they're also an opportunity to catch 2 in 1. Right. So, we took that constructive criticism and we moved it into only one doubleheader this weekend, one doubleheader this year on a weekend, which is basically a 3-day weekend. So you still got a little time to rest up. End result is I think between Joey and I talking, we've had, I think we talk as much as sometimes my wife and I talk at some points. Joey and I are either texting back and forth or sending an email or something just along the lines of what is the best way to put the best program together that we can get, people involved. And, we figured it up. It was a couple weeks ago, right, Joe? We figured right at $77,000 is what this pack paid out last year.
That's amazing in year one.
That's a lot of money for cooking basically 6 events. And they all, I feel like every one of them went off great. We didn't have any problems, no train wrecks. They went great. We had some very logical pitmasters that gave us some advice towards the end, and we kind of bounced that back and restructured a little bit for this year. And, this year, I think we've come up with, we call it the Texas 6-pack. We're going to cook 9. So 9 this year, 9 opportunities, and you get your best 6. So you'll drop your lowest 3. And we think that that's now becoming a true 6-pack. We started out with calling them shotguns, but shotgun's a little confusing. So we kind of went into where, there's 9 of them. If you want to call one a qualifier, they're all qualifiers, but you get to drop your lowest scores. And as you get closer to El Campo, which is the last one, I think we're going to have a pretty good run there towards the end, because people are going to want to say, "Man, I didn't have a good day at the office, at such and such location." And they're like, "Let me go catch up." So excited to see where we go this year. Excited to raise money for the program. Joey and I have had conversation. He has to reel me back in sometimes because my business mind kicks in, and he's like, "Well, that's why I got you around." But Joey's the kind of guy that the relationship I built with Joey, I love him to death because he'll give everything he's got to everybody. And my whole goal is that pushing forward with Texas Chrome, we have a great board of directors. We have a great foundation going, but we have to raise money to put these guys on the road because we all do it. We all know what it costs, and it's an expensive hobby, right? So we got to keep the nuts and bolts together, and we have to raise a little money along the way. And if people want to be part of our series and support these veterans and these first responders, that we want them on our team and we want them going. So we built a lot of good relationships this last year, and we look forward to, advancing it further this year with the nine cooks.
Well, that's exciting, and it does make it, if you miss one, you still have the opportunity now that there are 9. Last year, I think we had 6, and then 5 counted. So if you missed one, it really put you behind the 8 ball. So that's really cool. Y'all thought about that and took that into account to help everybody just be able to compete. Because, towards the end of it, the goal is to have people that really want to be there at the very end that have a shot at winning something. Could it be a category or overall? So this is fun. The series are fun. As a cook, it's fun to go out there and it's kind of like a series within the series, right? If you can't cook all of these, many events to compete for, like a overall top 10 in the organization, you have this chance to do these small series and just kind of line out your schedule and still feel like you're in a points chase, still feel like you're in an overall standing chase. So it's really cool. And it's neat that y'all brought that back to the state, and look forward to this year. And
our next, it's growing because our next step is, we got to try to make it easier for the cookers, and we know that. And when this goes for next year, we're going to probably be in regional standings by then. And once we do that and start adding on cooks, then we'll be in different zones. So then you'll have a south zone, your east zone, west zone, north zone. Then those will be able to transfer into the final rounds. So that's going to be pretty cool when all that gets hashed out.
Man, even zone 2. Yeah, we're got lots.
Well, because you look at it, look at everybody that can't travel right now. Why we should go to them? We had that big conversation in Mercedes, remember? And we got those guys at West Texas that we only get to see so often. and they cook all the time over there. They have so many cook-offs, but what happens with those? So we need to bring those into a circle and bring them into the chase. And I think it's going to work out good.
So as far as rules, everything stays the same as a cook, right? You're competing under CBA rules for these events, right? All of them.
Right. They're all CBA. They're all 4 meets. So we did not do any 3 meets.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to CBA. Last year CBA they kind of went in with us and kind of partnered up with us, and we all were unknown, right? We didn't know. I mean, Joey and I talked about this. Where the hell are we going to end up at the end of this thing? Are we doing the right thing? Are we going to move forward with it? And CBA was on our side, and we had some great help and people like Rhonda and Stephen Pfeiffer, Laura Caldwell, those people that took care of our judging rooms and took care of our point chases. I mean, because I have a relationship with Rhonda and Stephen here locally, it was like I picked up the phone, text Rhonda and said, where are we at in standing so we can give a report today? And she was like Johnny on the spot. And, we partnered back up with them. Joe and I both talked to Rhonda and them and said, look, we want y'all to basically channel this series so we know who we're talking with, when we're talking with, how we're getting these reports out to these people to be true and correct. And that was something we wanted to make sure. We didn't want any mistakes. We didn't want any problems. All that worked out perfect. And then you got Laura Caldwell that just goes out and is a freaking bulldog on
promotion.
Get some state qualifiers and promotes them. So I mean, in this series, I think Joe and I were talking about, I think we're 7 or 8 of these are already state qualifiers. Yes. So people that are chasing jacks got 7 opportunities right now. We were lucky to get Willie's coming in with a cook-off for K&R, going to be up in Wharton. They're already working on that one becoming a state qualifier.
Taylor Trophies.
Yeah, Tafra is already a state qualifier because it'll easily be over 50 teams. So it's going to be a state qualifier. Rhonda was down at Congress last week working with somebody to try to get the Watermelon Festival, which is a hot cook-off, but it's a state qualifier. They've already guaranteed a $20,000 payout. They guaranteed $2,500 to the association, Texas Chromes. So, I mean, these are some big numbers and some big opportunities that we might just well enough get all 9 of these as state qualifiers. And that's a lot of opportunity to cook if you're cooking for chasing, the jack.
Absolutely. Guys, if you have any questions for Justin, look, I just melded Dustin or Joey, put them down there. I'm going to read some comments if y'all want to chime in on any of these. Shell's asking, do you guys ever see this expanding past 9?
Oh, yes. I believe so.
Yeah,
I mean, you're still going to get your final ones in a smaller number, but I think the bigger cook-offs to get into the final round, I think we can grow it and make it into, like we've talked about, getting into regionals.
Okay. Yeah. Johnny mentions, yes, it's an expensive hobby, but the sacrifice that our veterans and first responders make is priceless. Yeah, and it's cool to be able to go out and support y'all's organization for that. Louis says he's excited. Josh Hale, double headers are awesome. This guy right here has been through your program and just doing an amazing job. GC this past weekend. I'll be talking about that a little later. Make it a 12-pack, Cesar says. Let's see here. I've personally seen the trophies for one of the 6-pack cook-off, and the pictures don't do them justice. They are all badass. Yeah, James Minotti with Minotti Woodcrafters is doing a lot of the trophies. If not, I don't know about all of them, but they're doing a lot of them. So I will.
Amazing things come out of Texas. I just want y'all to know that.
I sent those trophies to you in a text, Rob. If you have the opportunity to throw them up.
Can you put them to Messenger?
Yeah, I can send them to Messenger.
Send them to Messenger, and I will throw them up. And I will get that right up. We will be at the first one in Victoria. Yeah, Brandon. Let's see. 4 meets is the only way to go. Agreed. 4 meets. 4 chances to hear your song. Shell says can't wait for Taffer. All right, I'm gonna Case is shaking his head.
I know Case just ate up with his pork things.
Yeah, he's 3 meat mafia. Case is right there. Jeff Dennison excited about it. Let me throw up the flyer that I just saw. This was dated February 7th. So last week this was put up. And let me pull Jeff's comment down. Oh, come on. Hide the last comment. There it is right there. All right. We can all do this little thing over here. Joey, you got to go to your right. Case, go to your left. Friends of Flint is the first one. That's going to be March 31st and April 1st. That's the first one in Victoria, Texas. Then we have Taffer. Come on, Case. There it is. Case, you look like you're actually there right there. We got Taffer at the Waller County Fairgrounds. They have changed locations. They're going to be, that one is going to be April 14th and through 15th, excuse me. And then we got the barbecue, the Texas Barbecue Throwdown at the barbecue store in Hempstead. That is cook number 3. That is going to be May 12th and 13th. Then we have the back-to-back. This one is the doubleheader. So Friends of Flint, is that a state? Do we know?
Yeah, the ones in blue are states. So you see the.
Oh, okay. There we go. I like it.
Awesome.
I like it. The ones in blue are states. So we got the back-to-back. That's a great one. That's Memorial Day weekend out at Tomball, Texas. That's the double header. So that's May 27th through the 28th. That's going to be the back-to-back Tomball. So make sure Tomball VFW drink. Make sure you make plans to turn. You know, that's a good one to get to right there in the contest. And then we have the one you just mentioned, Willie Richards, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. K&R Pipeline. That's going to be at the KC Hall in Wharton, Texas. That is June 16th and 17th. The SS Memorial, I didn't get a chance to cook that one last year, but that is the Lazy U Ranch in Seguin, Texas. All right, I see the trophies. They've just popped up. That is going to be, where's it at? June 30th, July 1st. And then the Hempstead Watermelon Festival. Who won that last year, Case?
You.
That's going to be July 14th and 15th in the City Square, Hempstead, Texas. And then we have the one that was just an amazing time. I had a blast out there at the Lost Lagoon Resort out in El Campo, Texas. That's going to be the final of 6-pack, final 9th cook-off of the 6-pack. That's August 12th, or excuse me, 18th, 19th. I can't read that.
Yeah, 18th and 19th.
18th and 19th out at the Lost Lagoon Resort.
It's under construction right now. They're adding another like 15,000-gallon swimming pool and adult slides.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's fixing and having a whole makeover being built right now. It's awesome.
I can put up these. Let me pull this down, and I'll put up the trophies that we got for that Minotti Woodcrafters is currently putting together. These look complete. These right here.
They're done. They're being delivered this week. So, James, a shout out to Minotti Woodcrafters. He's done. I seen what he did with Dennis Butterworth.
Hey, babe. Please.
And, I'm gonna tell you what. I reached out to James and said, "Look, I want something different." And I do awards, and I sent him a kind of a visual of what I wanted, and I mean, he nailed it. These trophies are beautiful, and the buckles that are coming, they're going to set on the grands and the reserves, and all the first are just amazing. The grand and reserves are actually a little bit different. They're not made yet. We're waiting on cowbells. We're having cowbells made for that.
Cowbells. Where's the Texas? There it is. I got mine right back there. That the one from the finale last year. It was they're amazing. The trophies are amazing. You guys are definitely rising the game up for that.
Do we make rules about being in the pool, taking pictures with your trophies in the pools? There's just some shit I didn't need to see on the internet.
Well, we're going to move everything to the pool next year. Everything. Yes. We're going to deliver a trophy. We're just going to you have to come into the pool to get your award.
Exactly right. It's going to be fun.
Phil was fully dressed, buckle, belt, socks, shoes, cholo shorts that he wears, sunglasses, hat. He was fully dressed in the pool. Every time he got a call, we had to push his ass out of the pool so that he could walk there sopping wet.
He was stacking them along the pool line.
Yeah, it was a good time. Pork is a game changer, says James Powell from 360 Barbecue. South Texas series. There's a question, guys.
Yes.
Well, now that Joey's in South Texas,
Joey,
you know you're in the valley now. Did you know that, Joey? You live in the valley.
I'm excited. I mean, what's wild? They came up to me and he goes, "Man, you're an awesome gringo. Your Texas fajita is so awesome for a white guy."
So you're gonna be. I feel that game's gonna be definitely up. Your beans and fajita game is gonna be up. Let's see here. Am I missing any questions? Can't wait to cook them all this year. Only made one last year. Barefoot Cookers. Roddy says Friends of Flint is a great start. Promoters and Larry Zimmerman are all in for this. All right. Definitely gonna make Lost Lagoon. That was a blast, only because there's a pool. All right. Let's see who can be the who in barbecue. There's a good question for everybody. Who can make the biggest cannonball? My vote is Case Hahn.
Yeah, that's because I have a little bit more athleticism than some of the other ones.
Case doesn't do cannonballs. He does belly flops, just full on.
I can do a belly flop.
Can openers.
Float the trophies in the pool. No, my
Not these.
There's been enough pool action.
Okay, so these trophies, you do not want to put these near water, it looks like.
No.
Let's get them up real quick. And then we'll get to Mark. Mark's sitting back there. Where's it at? Brand overlay. Oh, I already did it. There's one of them right there. Explain what we're looking at here, Dustin.
That'll be, I don't know if that's first or not. That's the finished product. It's all cedar. James Minotti made all these by hand. And when I sent him the these will be for the Texas Throwdown at the store. But when I sent him the ideal, he sent me back that drawing and he did a couple wood mock-ups. And then I said, how cool would it be if we could engrave the Texas Chrome logo on the base of the wedge in the back? And shoot, the next morning, 7 o'clock, he sent me a text message and said, look what I come up with. And I sent it to Joey, and Joey's like, wow. And then, we were talking about the little Weber pits, and he hand built those little Weber pits. So they all have a little pit on them. And then the first place will hold the pit's big enough has a lip on it that'll hold the buckle.
That's cool.
So I think you have probably a 3-up too.
I do. There it is right there. Oh, there's a buckle right there.
Yeah. So absolutely amazing. Definitely not as beautiful as the ones that Joey does for the final, but I wanted to kind of be in the run-ins with some trophies. I like hardware, right? So these events, sometimes you're not cooking for money. You're cooking for the sport, cooking for the passion. And the hardware is what I like. I like having a room full of different awards.
For those that don't know, Minotti Woodcrafters, you've probably seen them all over barbecue trailers. He makes those really cool foil boxes along with many other things. But you really took notice of what he got going on when those foil boxes started coming out there. And they're amazing. Case, you got one, don't you?
Dustin, did you? Oh, yeah, I did. They're badass, by the way.
Yeah.
Dustin, now you didn't want to mimic the greatest trophy ever presented at the barbecue store?
The greatest what trophy?
The greatest trophy that you was ever presented at the barbecue store. You didn't want to.
I forgot.
Hold that up. Well, how'd you win that one, Case?
I kicked Fong's ass. Is how I won this one. I'm just. This is forever proof. My kid thinks this one's amazing, so it lives in the living room. So as a constant reminder that Fong got his ass kicked by a part-time cook.
Aaron Leslie is the leader in the clubhouse. He's gonna go to Lost Lagoon. So biggest cannonball, Aaron Leslie is the leader in the clubhouse right now.
See, that's me worth showing up to whip Aaron's ass in something.
There you go. Come on.
Let me know what that trophy looks like, and then that's something I can compete in.
That's just so much fun.
We might have a cannonball trophy. We never know, right, Joey?
Yeah, we might as well get the category open now.
Sign up. I'm not a big 4-meat guy, but you throw that 5th category in there, I'm all on that one.
I mean, if you're calling Aaron Leslie out on this show, then we might just happen to have a trophy available.
Yes.
Before Dustin signs off, Shell wants to give you a shout out for having the best little Valentine's date ever. That was awesome. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's my love. My love of my life.
Oh, barbecue holics. There's another competitor. Greg Minotti, are you going to be out there? You better pick them trophies up quick, Dustin, because I'm tempted to walk next door and take me one. Yes, he is a real craftsman. Cesar Mejia. Fortunate.
Dustin, I'm driving to College Station in the morning. You need me to go get those trophies? I can drop them off.
Yeah, I think he's coming out this week with them.
That was cool. Case versus Fong. You can find that video on the So Smoking Gooder page. Case can cook. Hashtag Case can cook.
Case can beat Fong.
Case can beat Fong. Absolutely. Bill. How did I forget Bill? He said, I'm starting to stretch. Bill likes trophies.
Listen, Hollywood, I can whip your ass too.
however he get it. Yes, James, that was a badass idea. There you go. Look what you started. Well, boys, I think we've touched on everything going on. Of course, we'll touch back in. I think it'll be fun to, maybe 2 in, 3 in to get updates on the standings, keep everybody alert of what's going on. If you guys want to do that, I'd love to have you back. And we'll just update these things and talk about them on the show for sure.
Just one little thing before we go, Rob, is we're working on, so, as Texas Chrome being what it is, we talked about, we know how expensive this sport is, but with Joey and Cass doing, bringing in these veterans and these first responders, it's a financial task, right? So when they come in, they don't have to worry about nothing. They take care of, they're flying in from out of state. There's the flights, the lodging, the meals, the transportation. It's all handled. And Texas Chrome caters to these people firsthand. And we know that it's financial. And God bless Joey and Cassie been doing this. And a lot of it's been, out of their pocket, right? So as I start moving more in the nuts and bolts of the financial side, we're working on a page that I'm going to reach out to people, and we got people that's already on board, but I'm asking, hey, give up one of your McDonald's a week or a month, $25 donation a month, and log into our page. We're going to have a place where we can invoice you each month on your credit card. And we're going to do donations of 25, donations of 50, 100. We've got all of our different levels of sponsorship that'll soon be up on a page that people can just go make a donation. But, the key thing is to get businesses involved that want to get behind this program and realize that they're doing something for people that's good. And, I know I don't ever like watching TV and hearing SPCA and, they want $25 a month. But this is something that
I will remember you. Okay,
this is something I think is a good organization. It has a phenomenal meaning behind it. And, as long as people realize that we're going to be in it for the love of barbecue, the love of our first responders and our veterans and so on and so forth, we have to still remember there's a financial contribution that we all have to pay to get there. And so we're going to be rolling that out. Hopefully in the next couple of months. We're struggling a little bit with the program we're working with to try to get it to do what we want. My vision's there, just not making it all come together. My daughter has worked probably 25 hours this week on trying to put it all together. And she's getting frustrated because what we want to do, it's not working, but we're going to find a way to make it happen. And we want to make sure that you guys know y'all can help push that while we're out there, make these donations, and let's get Texas Chrome the funding they need.
TexasChromeBarbecue.com. There it is.
When y'all, Dustin, I can't cancel McDonald's and train for a cannonball competition. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, I mean, we're not trying to take your Buc-ees away now. We just said McDonald's.
Hey, Buc-ees get a little bigger donation and you cut Buc-ees out. I'm a veteran and I intend to support this monthly donation for the Texas Chrome. There's Ty Cobb checking in from the Tom Ball VFW. Man, this is awesome. When y'all do get that up and running, we'll definitely gladly share this. Joey, I need your logos as well.
I forgot to send that to you.
That's all right.
We are excited to be a part of your show this year.
Yes, Texas Chrome Heroes. Just we'll have a veteran spotlight. That's pretty something that Diane had thought about, and we're excited to do that. And it'll be the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation spotlight. So veteran spotlight or first responder.
Which logo are you looking for, Rob?
Like a PNG, the flag
of the veterans.
The one you're wearing on your shirt, I think, right?
The one that's on your shirt.
There you go.
Well, it'd be in your inbox in about 2 minutes. 2 seconds. Sorry.
Perfect. There it is.
Done.
All right, boys. Look forward to catching up with the 6-pack down the line, and that'll be getting started here, like we just said, here in March. I think was the first one, right? That's coming up.
Yeah.
We got
first weekend in March.
Houston Rodeo. Dustin, you going to be out at the HLSR at all?
Yeah. We've already booked a room, and we're going to come out and hang out with a few people. Well, I'm going to come up with Joey on Friday. Joey's got some stuff going on Friday. We're going to show there, and then we're going to hang out. I've been invited to Fong's tent. Going to hang out with Fong and Robert Michel. There's several cooks that have got us coming. You want me to take that up there so I'll have it for you?
Want him to autograph it?
Yeah, we're gonna go hang out this year, and I already got an offer to cook chicken next year, so we might be doing some chicken cooking next year.
Oh, hell yeah! You'll see Bill in Fong's camp. That's where Bill Purvis will be. Joey, former winner, HLSR. Real quick, what kind of experience was that?
It's the highlight of my life. I can tell you that. I was sitting there just bawling like a kid, and Mark Lambert just comes up and slaps me on the back of the neck, and he goes, "Hey, come on, you just won a world championship." Like, it took 2 weeks to even soak in what we did, but to even come back the following year to reserve it, and then we froze to death last year and about just lost it. So we knocked ourselves out of the top 10, and now we got to just try to redeem ourselves and tackle it again. It's a humble place. Y'all all know it. It's like San Antonio. It's just the sacred ground of cooking. And, I mean, look at the years that Randy's been cooking it, 26 years and won it 2 times. And, wow, unreal.
That is amazing. It'll be my first year. Case and I competed, but we were with another team, and we really didn't turn in, except Case. Case turned in his own dessert and finished 4th right outside of the stage.
So fucking painful.
Yeah.
So
that is painful.
Me and my wife were turning in all the meat.
About 10 years ago, so it was tough.
There you go. You were what?
4th in brisket about 10 years ago, so it was one off the stage. That was tough.
Those banners are special. The finalist walk and all of that. So good luck to everybody cooking at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. I will be out there with Team Half Fast Cookers. Don't forget, we got Marc Suarez here in just a minute. But yeah, what a cool thing coming up for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We will be doing a live show. I'm not sure if we're gonna be in Butter's camp or set up somewhere else, maybe my camp. Aaron's first year as well. Case with the cheesecake. That will so next week I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We can't wait to get in there. Absolutely, Dustin. Thank you very much. Joey, thank you very much. And get in with it, guys. All right, we're gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much, guys. We'll talk to you real soon, and we'll see you guys this weekend or next weekend.
Yep.
Feels like it's
yes, sir. Next weekend.
All right. Thank you, guys. There's Dustin Standley and there's Joey Smith checking in from the Texas 6-pack. Case, you got to get in there. Get off that 3-meat mafia. Let me get some comments real quick. I should have done it. Well, Dustin's listening right now. A little plug to We Brand It promotion if you need a logo design. They are the bomb, along with shirts, hats, and etc. Case, talk about your cheesecake, bro. You're not gonna go back and compete for that.
No, I've convinced myself not to.
Patty Dunn, 5th dessert hurts too. Yeah.
Yes.
That's got
like I would have been fine with like 10th. But yeah, so
Case, nice to see ya. Carmen Breeden. She got a finalist call in Open last year. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Champion.
Yeah, and she's a Jack champion. She's amazing. She's amazing. What's your question, sir? 30 minutes. He's like, when are y'all gonna be off? I need to stream myself.
Do they have to do homework?
He already did his homework. Let me pull this banner down, and we'll do it real quick because there were a lot of cook-offs, but there were where's it at? Oh, here we go. Banner. Take that down. We'll go up. So Smoking Gooder Show. All right. Really quickly before we get Marc Suarez in with the Rolling Smoke Productions, guys, I do think y'all are going to want to stick around for this. We only have a little bit more left in the showcase. Case, stick around. You can handle this.
Will you hurry up? I really do be in College Station in the morning.
Do you? What's in College Station? Did you tell me already?
My yearly sales meeting.
That's a big deal, bro.
Yes, but here I am. I just don't want you on the show saying he never gets on my show anymore.
No, you're always on the show. You've never not missed the show. You know that, right?
Oh, bullshit.
What? You're always on the show, bro.
Don't do it.
You are always on the show.
That clip is 2 years old today.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
What a great PSA for the weather that we had recently, especially in Austin. Okay. We're going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics recap. We talked about it briefly, the smoking on the Rio down in Mercedes, Texas. That is officially deep in the valley. Grand champion was Oscar Garcia Jr. from Sons of Smoke. That was pretty awesome to see. And our guest from last week, Hector Roel Villanueva, Killer V's cooking team. They RGC'd, am I right? They RGC'd, then they GC'd, then they RGC'd. That's amazing. They've got it figured out in Mercedes, Texas. Over in the IBCA, there were 2 of them. Here in Spring, Texas, Friends of the Tri Club event. Grand champion was Sean Moore from Chasing More Smoke. The RGC was Jason Sagmiller. Give me a woo, Case.
Woo!
From Race Crew Drum Smokers. Congratulations, boys. Down in Victoria, also in the valley, south of Buc-ees. Yes, grand champion was Bo Daniel from Totally Bodacious Barbecue. And the RGC was Dwayne Garber from Mid-Coast Cookers. He's also part of Team Breggy Bomb, Salsa and Rubs and Barbecue.
I'm just glad Bo started letting his boy teach him how to cook things because his boy was down there with him.
His boy can cook. I bet his boy actually turned in. Is Bo if you're watching, did your boy cook anything? Because I know he's in that scene. Over in Lone Star Barbecue Society, they had their Cooker of the Year event. There he is. Did your son cook anything, buddy? Grand champion was Josh Hale, Mr. Corn Dog himself from Sure Shot Barbecue. Brody cooked ribs. Look at that. That's awesome. Congratulations. RGC was Gary Robertson from Holy Smokers Barbecue. And third place overall was our friend Aaron Leslie. I'll throw that out there. And over in the Outlaw Barbecue Association,
pew, pew, pew.
Grand champion Richard Johnson. RGC Randy Burkhart. All right. We got the upcoming event segment. Mark, are you falling asleep, Mark? Don't fall asleep. You're on in just a second. Don't fall asleep. Wake up.
How long is this show?
Wake up. All right. And then we do have one last thing of housework to do to tidy up, and that is the upcoming events segment sponsored by, real quick, who is the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics sponsored by, Case?
Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics.
There you go. Case is like, let's get out of here.
I'm on it.
I'm done.
I feel for Mark. Do you see that guy? He is. Can you cut the Mark again?
He's like, wake up. Patty says, so close. She's trying harder this year. Yes. Carmen, don't play. She is on them. Yes, she is. She put the Dobby, as Danny Regan likes to say. All right, here we go. Upcoming event segment. This weekend in Amarillo, Texas, in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, you have the A-Town Hammer Down.
Are you traveling to that one?
I will not be traveling to that one. I get to load in for Houston Sunday. February 24th, next weekend, which is also the big Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo weekend. Sacred Heart School Feed the Herd Cook-Off in Floresville, Texas. All right, over in the IBCA, this weekend, we got the 8th annual Barbecue Boys Buyers Group Cook-Off, and that is in Round Rock, Texas, and there's nothing going on in Lone Star or Outlaw this weekend. So light schedule just ahead of the big Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Shout out to the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Make sure you plan to attend that awesome event. 147 teams last year. Let's get that growing some more. All right. LC barbecue class. Yes, let's highlight that. That's going on this weekend in Bandera, Texas. They are sold out. But it is a fine class. I have not taken any others, but I know that one is just a fine class. Carmen will feed you her world champion open dish, right, Carmen? No, I'm just kidding. She's not doing that, but they do take care of you. It's a great class. Lots of information that's going on this weekend in Bandera, Texas. I know he's planning to do one. I think he said in May if the schedules line up. So, all right, here we go. Let's bring him on, Mr. Marc Suarez from
Wake
Rolling.
up, Mark.
Wake up, Mark.
Oh.
Mark, wake up.
Are we on?
We're on, buddy.
Oh,
we are
man.
on. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
That was y'all are my alarm. I was falling asleep over here.
Mark, how excited were you? And you're like, you know what? You're going to be the fourth guest on the So Smoking Gooder show tonight.
The fourth to the last guest on the
Yeah.
So Smoking Gooder show.
Hey, you know what they say? That you save the best for last. And it's not true here. However, that's what they say. But Mark, you're amazing at what you do.
What's up, everyone?
How are you, Mark?
Can I give like 10 seconds for my wannabe sponsor?
Yeah, sure. I have a photo that you sent me of that very thing right there.
They don't know yet, but they're my sponsor.
Oh, they don't know yet. How's okay, here we go. How is that working out for you? All right, Mark, for those that don't,
I'm awake now.
All right, good. All right, so Marc Suarez is a photographer, amongst other things, but what he does in the barbecue world is he takes amazing.
I'm a professional shigger too.
He's a professional shigger. You have a lot of recipes, I'm sure, somewhere in that camera. There you go. Crack it open, bro. They crack it open. But for Mark, for those that don't know Mark, please introduce yourself. Mark, where are you from? How did you get into this barbecue scene? And you also cook a little bit too, buddy.
My name is Marc Anthony Suarez. I was born in the Body of Christ, Texas, also known as Corpus Christi.
Nice.
And I've been in the Austin area for about 2008. So I'm not going to do math at this time of day, but let's say it's 10 plus years. And my background is video, photo. I used to work in the news business for 10 plus years, got out and started my own venture of being a freelance videographer, photographer back in 2016, and been doing it ever since and never looked back because F corporate world.
All right. And
cheers.
Cheers on that. How'd you find your way into the barbecue scene?
So a couple years ago, I met this one gentleman. I can't remember his name, but he ran the Texas Barbecue Trail, and he made a lot of friends in the barbecue scene around Texas. And I just kind of got in contact with him from I don't know, we just happened to cross paths, and he hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I want to do this barbecue, Texas Barbecue Trail."
You swiped right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was like one of those barbecue apps. It's like, yeah, brisket, swipe right. And I was like, fuck yeah. Sauce, no sauce. Nah, so prior to that, man, I was just like in the corporate world, just doing a whole bunch of corporate, video conferences. For people that don't know about any of the association world, there is an association for just about everything, anything and everything you can think of. And they have these conferences all over the world. And, I was doing a whole bunch of those, doing a lot of corporate stuff. And, probably 3 years into it, I crossed paths with, this one gentleman. And he's like, "Hey, man, I have this idea for this barbecue show." And I'm like, "All right, yeah, let me hear about it." And so he talked to me about it, and I started shooting video for these barbecue competitions. And I was like, before that, he was like, "Yeah, man, there's, we're gonna go around and follow all these competition barbecue people, and I'm like, wait, what? There's barbecue competitions, like backyard barbecue, like y'all compete for chicken, or what's up with these barbecue competitions? So that's when I found out about this huge untapped barbecue competition world, and I was like, holy shit, this is really a thing, barbecue competitions.
Yeah.
And so we kind of went around Texas and shot a whole bunch of barbecue competitions, and nothing ever happened with these barbecue competitions. Well, that's not a barbecue competition, but
I know.
Cool.
I'm gonna share these in a minute.
And so, like,
Wayne Mueller.
This guy end up Wayne Mueller. What?
Not.
Oh. And this guy, he just ended up like just falling off the face of the earth, and I'm like, so what's happening with this barbecue world? But he did somehow he got introduced to Joey Machado back when Joey Machado was with B&B, and he was like, I guess Joey Machado was interested as well, shooting for this barbecue competition scene. And for anyone that was kind of seeing, I agree.
Carmen's his best photographer ever. Like Tinder for barbecue. Swipe right.
That's right.
Yes, after show in full effect.
Not yet.
We're
definitely gonna we're gonna create a barbecue after dark app.
There you go. So you met Joey.
Yeah, so we met Joey, and this whole barbecue trail, and the thing we're gonna go for, if anyone's ever seen Barbecue USA Now, is kind of what the whole synopsis was for the Texas barbecue trail. We're following competition cooks all over Texas, and we're trying to put together a little episode of what was going on in the barbecue trail. And back then, Ernest Cervantes with Burnt Bean, he was supposed to be our host, and so I met Ernest Cervantes a lot, and we're following him at different events. There was one, and we followed him a lot in the Humble Cook-Off a couple years back.
Humble
without the H, right? Is that
right?
Okay, sorry. Humble. And we followed him there, New Braunfels, and all this other stuff, all this other competitions around, and met him, Jaime Garcia with JCG Barbecue, and I met a lot of competitors, and so I became a lot of good friends with all of them, and that's where I met you, Rob. At was it I was Humble too, right? No, the Academy one was.
We met Humble, and you filmed us doing that Academy. Case was there too. We did that Academy tailgate was for the Texas Bowl. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I watched that recap video. Came up, about a month ago. It was great.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh
so
yeah, who shared it? Did you share it, Rob?
I shared it, brother.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, and I tagged you in it. Come on, man.
Oh, come on, man.
So fast forward, you did a lot of video, and that's where kind of a lot of these people from around the country got to know who Marc Suarez was. When you teamed up with the Barbecue League while Joey was with Blues Hog.
Yeah.
You did a lot of Barbecue League shows, and you did a lot of live videos. That's where you became the Soul Snatcher.
The Soul Snatcher.
And for those that don't know, whenever you hear us talk about, hey, when we say, like right now, there's 38 people still watching 2 hours into this show. Thank you guys very much. We always say it's not 38 people. There's 38,000 people. I think that's something that Marc actually coined and came up with, or at least during his filming. That's where that came about, and so a lot of people use it. I watch a lot of these shows just to make sure that we're still on top. Case, so a lot of them are using that same phrase. 38,000 people. Phil's asleep. Phil was asleep when the show started.
Yeah.
Yes. I did share it. It was a cool video for sure. Best barbecue glamour shots. Look at there's one right there.
There's one right there. That's right there.
Willie T in the house. Willie,
that's his barbecue after dark picture.
Willie called you out.
I was just about to mention he did call me out. That'll get it. That'll. I do want to have Willie on the show. But
he supported. Put the sticker on the car and says, "Man, I got to support Rob. Not me, by the way, just Rob." Yeah. If you would attack me,
Willie's been in the game for a little bit. He is now one of the pitmasters over at Loro Barbecue. We'll get you on, Willie. Do not worry. But we got right now we're talking to Marc Suarez with Roland Smoke Production. You came up with the nickname the Soul Snatcher. Who came up with that, buddy, and why is that?
I think it was Robles.
Oh, really?
Robles, because we were. That's when I was with the barbecue league, and I was in his trailer. We were doing those the live turn-in ordeals with the barbecue league, and so after he did his I think it was pork turn-in, he had went up to what's his name with the barbecue league? I can't think of his name.
Brad.
Yeah, Brad. And he was like, "Oh yeah, Mark, this with his soul snatcher 3000 or something like that." But it's been upgraded ever since. So I think I'm up to like the 5000 right now.
Soul snatcher 5000. Fred Robles, I don't have enough money to pay Suarez for a photo. That's why it was on the barbecue league's dime, Fred. And I did say, Fred, I did write you down. You did just enroll yourself into the cannonball competition over at El Campo later this year. Aaron Leslie, I've never met Mark. I don't believe that. Have you ever photoed Aaron?
Not yet, but hopefully soon with this little project we got going on.
Pitmaster profiles. We'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, so let's show some of these awesome photos. People were talking about how you are the best photographer in the game. How's that make you feel, Mark?
Allegedly.
There's another name out there that does this as well. But you're doing it right now, and you're out. How many times?
I'm on the grind.
Many weekends a year are you photographing? That's the word I'm looking for. Barbecue.
Man, it's 2 years ago, last year and 2 years ago, I was at San Antonio Rodeo. Yeah, Clark. It's okay. Mark with a C is aka Clark.
Okay, at least that's a Clark. Not
so like a couple years ago, I was hardcore in the barbecue scene with the San Antonio Rodeo, Houston Rodeo, Austin Rodeo. I went to Memphis in May. I did all the barbecue festivals with Q events. So I don't know if anyone's familiar with Q in the Lou, which is the original barbecue festival out in St. Louis. So they have since expanded to the KC Barbecue Festival, Denver Barbecue Festival, Q in the Lou, which is in St. Louis. They did, there was one in Jacksonville 2 years ago. Last year they did the Dallas Barbecue Festival in place of the Jacksonville Barbecue Festival.
All righty, Mark.
So,
let's get to these photos, brother.
Yeah.
Because Case is about to fall asleep over there, not because of you, just because it's past his bedtime and he's got a lunch date or something tomorrow. All right, so this right here, where are we at?
This one was at the Al Fragoni cook-off out in Bernie, Texas. He did a live fire. It was kind of like a small little festival where he had a whole bunch of Instagram influencers come out and just do their thing out there. And so,
are you an Instagram influencer?
No, I'm not that cool. I'm trying, but I'm not that cool.
What qualifies you as an Instagram influencer?
I don't know, like maybe thousands and thousands of followers.
All right, Bill Purvis is an Instagram influencer.
Yeah, I'm definitely not as cool as the Pervmeister.
All right, so we have
Pitmaster.
Kevin Hernandez, best in the game. Got to meet Mark in San Antonio Rodeo.
Yeah. What up?
All right.
Yes. So this was at one of his live fire cook-offs out in Boerne, Texas. He had a whole bunch of those cabritos. I don't even know.
Shell, you had asked an excellent question, and we will get back to that question in just a second. Let's get to another photo. This is pretty cool, though. You do amazing work, bro. These are
I appreciate
awesome.
it.
All right, so we have same festival here.
Yeah, that's another. That's one of the influencers. He was attending to they did a whole steer.
Did this guy cook, or did he just take a photo?
I think he helped out for sure. Cook.
All right.
He was one of the ones that did more than the others. I'm not
because Case is an influencer.
I won't go into that.
He doesn't really cook. He just takes pictures of us. All right, so these are amazing. So now we're getting into these Pitmaster photos that people are asking about, right? This is Big Hobbs.
Big Hob. Yeah, so he was one of the main guys out there. He was the one that he created that live fire cross for that steer. And you know they were cooking that steer for 12 plus hours. So that was pretty much in the.
That's how we do it in Argentina.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she knows.
So far, Shell and Robert are asking really good questions, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. All right. This is another one. This is a guy building.
This is one of the shots I did for the Texas Original Pits. One of the welders out there in Houston doing his thing, working on the Texas Original Pits, the new lineup and stuff like that coming out. So this is not just a photo that you snapped and wow, it looks amazing. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and we'll go over that in just a minute as well. Here we go. Summer Moreno from the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. This is an amazing photo. I was there when you took it. She was awesome. She really got in the mood. She's like, "Hey, we're gonna do these Pitmaster profile pics. Are you in?" And she's like, "Boom!" She went from like taking care of Manny she was like, "Hold on, be right back. Let me go put my shirt on."
It's awesome, and you captured her very awesome, it's an amazing photo of someone
that was a good time.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
Joey Machado, the legend, Texas Original Charcoal. This is a cool photo, bro. I saw that.
I appreciate that one. Yeah, that one's we man, I got this new flash, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it to the CBA World Championship, and we were out there during the Pitmaster appreciation on Friday night, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set it up and just start firing off pics. You know what I mean? So I started wrangling up some people that were there, and I'm like, get over here. We're taking your picture now.
Hector, you did one for Hector. I don't have it here with me, but you didn't send it to me. Yeah. There's Jason Sagmiller. We gave you a woo earlier, my man. Aaron Leslie says Mark is a beast behind the camera. What can you do with Aaron Leslie?
I appreciate it, Aaron, and I'm looking forward to taking your pic. Hopefully, soon.
How about Case? Case, you awake?
I am.
Do you need to go? I can't. I can. You want to sign out real quick?
No.
Okay, all right.
Y'all's love affair with each other.
I love Mark. Mark's a great dude. Let's see who else we got. Oh, look at this guy.
Hey, why are your eyes so red, Rob?
Because that's drunk Rob. That's not Rob. This was Thursday night at San Antonio.
You didn't use the one I fixed your eyes so you didn't look so drunk.
That's not the edited one.
No,
that's not.
Your eyes are bloodshot red there.
Well,
here, go swipe left. That might be the other one.
Drunk Rob. That's exactly who that was right there. That was after a lots of celebration. Actually, it wasn't. It was pre-gaming. That was tailgating.
That was pre. This is where all the ideas were happening.
Yes, this is where this came about right here from this night right here. Mark has
Peter.
that magic eye. Peter,
I'm taking his picture hopefully pretty soon too.
Peter would have to be a good photo.
Oh yeah, Peter would be a great
got
photo.
Some good character. Yeah, we need to redo this one, Mark.
All right, tomorrow.
But at Houston, we'll do it. There's summer again. That's another.
Yeah, that's the edited one.
That's the edited. Oh, that one wasn't edited. Okay.
Yeah, the other one wasn't. This one's
all right.
more edited.
So this is the more edited one.
This is the edited one.
Edited
edited.
I remember seeing Drunk Suarez also Saturday morning. Oh, Drunk Suarez was there the whole time. Drunk Mark the entire time.
He's always lurking. Oh, that's the same one.
That's
another one. That's the same one. I think I already sent that one to you.
All right, let's.
Hey, that's definitely not mine.
No, those were the
I didn't take those photos.
That was the Texas Chrome Heroes, or that was Dustin's photos. Okay, so people are asking. Did I do what?
I said I had a whole bunch more, but
did you? Let me.
I sent you. I sent you them all on the Facebook on the Buc-ees. On the Buc-ees messenger.
On the Buc-ees?
On the Buc-ees.
All right. So,
whoa.
These are good photos, too. We'll go over these real quick.
Are you on 56K modem?
Evan just logged on.
No,
Evan just logged on.
Yeah. Rob, are you on AOL?
No.
Tell Evan to put the phone down because it'll knock you off.
I gave him plenty of time.
All right, these are not so
these
much.
Are from the these are from the San Antonio Rodeo.
These are action photos. So, guys, y'all are asking a lot of good questions, and we will go over them. I promise you, like shells. Can a pitmaster at a cook-off pay for you to come and take pics? Do you have appointments available or sets available? Okay,
Absolutely,
we'll talk about that in just
that's coming after the pics. I promise.
Right. Drunk Mark was there all weekend. Yes. Yeah. LFG. That's become a Mark staple right there. Drunk Mark always looking for tacos. Why are we talking about Drunk Mark? I think you should do a Pitmaster photo day.
Yep.
Whoa, look at you, Brian Fox, being all smart. What's your song, Mark?
Man, I actually I don't know if I can play it, but it's when I do enter a CBA competition, it's going to be the original one I put together that with Tim and Brad. I made a video song with Tim and Brad called Zero Flavor. The Zero Flavor remix. So if I do win, y'all hear it. If not, I'll just play it.
Let's go so we can get these questions answered before everybody gets out of here. It's 10 o'clock, man. 10 o'clock on a school night.
Chicken.
That is a beautiful chicken.
Ooh,
and
you know whose chicken that is?
I
Rob?
do. That's mine. That's mine. That is a gorgeous shot, bro. That is a really good action shot going right there. Here's another type of Pitmaster in action photo.
That was at the CBA CBA World Championship Friday night. I don't know.
What is going on with these?
Hey, look. That gentleman, he was just a local Seguin guy that was making tacos for everyone.
There is Texas Original Charcoal. That Joey's.
That is actually Manuel Moreno's chicken at the American Royal.
This is a cool shot. Got a lot of the sparks coming up, flames. Joey obviously cooking right there.
That's at the CBA.
There's your
there's the Pitmaster pills. So I'm hoping with some of these picks I'll be an official a sponsor. But for now I'm faking it till I make it, but don't tell them that.
There's me.
Hey,
we'll get out of that trailer.
Let's see. Go back to that pic so we can see what spices you're using.
Yeah, so that's why we'll get out of that trailer. Well, cool. All right, so guys, you got a great idea. This man is he's an amazing photographer. He also does drones. I saw a question about drones out there, and he does that. So he can go out there and film events. You can take photos. You can do action shots. But a lot of people love having a professional photo done of them while they're at a contest because that captures the essence of what we're doing out there, right? And you are at contest all the time. You need to actually put your schedule of where you're going to be when you know you're going to be.
Yeah, I should.
Shell said another good question or comment. She said a lot of the cookers are going to be at Holy Cow this weekend or next weekend, excuse me. All right, so people are talking about. So where are the questions at?
Man, I really hope. I really hope Randy Pauly has one of those
studios
VIP bands for me for his show or for his cook-off at Holy Cow. I'm like, when I heard him talk about it being sold out, I'm gonna start praying tonight that he has one saved for me.
Trade them some photos.
Trade for pics. Trade for pics, right?
Can a pitmaster at a cook-off pay for you to come take pics, or do you have appointments available or sets available? Here's another one, Robert Michel. What's the cost for these amazing photos? Mark?
So,
have you lined it out yet?
So for right now, we
and real quick, those aren't just photos. I mean, Mark takes these pictures and he has like these really cool setups behind you and in front of you. It's a professional photo shoot. And then you take those photos and you go back home and do your magic to them to just really make them pop. And then you get that photo back. It's pretty awesome. Your comment, let's see, Mark, guys, what would y'all pay for something like that to have a set of like 5 or 6 photos of yourself at a contest in your settings, maybe in your camp? I think it's well worth the cost. We haven't decided yet. You haven't said it yet, but it's really cool and it's really neat because you can go and take these photos and do whatever you want with them. So, Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, so me and Rob were talking about maybe starting this little series called Pitmaster Profile Pics.
Yep.
And so that was the idea that popped into my head whenever I was taking the shots of Rob and Summer in San Antonio. And we just came up with the idea of like, hey, you know what? We're gonna do one shot for your profile pic, and we'll come to your camp, we'll set up some lights and take a shot, and it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 or 3, but right then and there, boom, and $75 right now, boom, one shot, profile pic, Pitmaster profile pic, 1, 2 edited shots of what you saw, and we'll move on to the next one, and we're gonna pop these out.
So everybody's saying even more than that, but you're saying $75. So that's a value right there, guys. People are kind of putting that number that it should be up a little higher than that. But $75 for 2 to 3 shots that you go out there and
but they might have the impression that I'm going to be there for a couple hours and stuff like that. No, we're talking about we're going to go to your spot. We're going to set up a shot, and we're going to pop it off. And move on to the next one. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, it's going to be Pitmaster profile pic, and it's just like it's like a one shot. It's like basically like a one shot wonder, and we're just going to keep moving down the line. And I'm
sure if they want to get more elaborate with that, then they can talk to you about that.
Right. But for right now, I was we'll test the waters out with the Pitmaster profile pics. You know what I mean? Because I want to. I want to do more than one in a cook-off. You know what I mean? Because I got, I'm from Austin, and if I got to go,
show me down to size 38. He can do that.
Yeah,
he can do that. He can't take red out of the eyes. Actually, he did.
I could take red out of the eyes too.
He did take red out of the eyes. Done. How do we make appointments with Ms. Belle Clark? So I think Mark, you kind of need to set up a schedule where you're going to be.
Right. So I kind of need to know ahead of time, how many people are gonna be at a certain cook-off, right? Because I'm not, I can't just go, all the way to, Houston or Dallas for one shot, obviously, right?
Right.
It's not cost effective for me. I got, gas and hotel and all that stuff like that. But, if I can line up, I don't know, 5 or 10, that'll be awesome, and, I'm going to try to definitely go out to the bigger cook-offs for sure, like a lot of the world championships, like the CBA one that just happened. Obviously that was a good opportunity to do, some pictures. Like the IBCA championships, the CBA championships. I don't know. Austin Rodeo. I'm definitely gonna be at Austin Rodeo. So I think that'll be definitely a good opportunity to kind of start lining some stuff up for the Austin Rodeo, since it's right in my backyard. Houston Rodeo, I'll be at Houston Rodeo, but
all right, Mark. So 2 of our really good friends came up with this idea. So I will help you. So you and those 2 good friends are Drunk Rob and Drunk Mark. We came up with this idea. They came up with this brilliant ideas. Like,
are they coming, or
they'll be in Houston this week.
Okay, they'll be in Houston, right? Yeah, they're not coming tonight though.
No.
I think they have other plans tonight, right?
But I think it's a cool tool for pitmasters to go and get a cool photo of themselves in there. And like I said, in their camp, and you come, you set up, whatever you're going to set up. I'm not going to speak for you, but it's a professional photo, as you guys can tell. And he goes home and edits it and makes it look amazing. And you will have this photo, and they won't be watermarked if you pay for them. So he's doing this for that, right, Mark?
Right.
Yeah. So
no watermarks.
So I will help the pitmasters, and I will help Mark. So Mark, you just need to send me a schedule where you're going to be at, and if it lines up with the pitmasters that are out there, hey, contact Mark and get that squared away, because it's not a 30-minute photo shoot. He's going to come, knock it out, and be gone to the next one, because he's working at these events. You're not just there hanging out taking photos. You're actually working jobs while you're there.
Yeah, if I'm not gonna be there, I might as well make the best of it, right?
Probably, brother. Absolutely. That's how you find out. Yes, he will be at Houston Rodeo. Maybe we can.
I will be at Houston Rodeo. Yeah.
You can probably kick this off at Houston next week, Mark. I think that'd be a great opportunity. There are going to be a lot of pitmasters out there, and just if you're interested in it, how can they get a hold of you, Mark?
Probably the best thing would just be on my Facebook right now, just because, it's right here right now. They can easily send me an IM right now. But if not, I don't know, send me a. You
have 2 ways. You got Marc Suarez right there. That's how you spell it. M-A-R. You say M-A-R-C Suarez, and you have Rolling Smoke Productions. That's an actual page you can message as well.
Mm-hmm.
So drone shots. Yes, he does drone shots as well. Houston Rodeo. All right. Well, yeah, y'all get in contact with him, and let's get that done. We'll do some photos over at Houston Rodeo. And again, I will periodically, I'll probably mention, Mark's going to be at this contest if I know you're going to be there. And if you're there, hit up Mark if you want a profile pic this weekend. He will love to talk to you and get you squared away. Well, Mark, this has been awesome, brother.
Absolutely.
I think we are kicking off.
It starts today, right? The whole Pitmaster profile pics, right?
Officially. Hashtag Pitmaster profile pics. And you can thank this guy for starting this thing. And
look at that. That was Drunk Rob, right?
Yes,
was it? It's Drunk Rob that started. So not you, Rob. So thank Drunk Rob.
Let you know when you see him again.
Yeah, you'll see him in Houston. That's for sure.
I'll definitely tell him hi.
Not on Friday night, but definitely on the
Thursday
other nights. Thursday night and Saturday night. Yes. And Wednesday night if you're going to be out there.
Wednesday.
Mark needs an administrative assistant, ladies.
I do. Don't
break your arm. All right, Mark. Well, thank you for doing this. This is pretty cool, man. I think you're on to something here, brother.
We'll see y'all in Houston and down the road for sure.
Anybody you want to thank real quick before we let you go? Besides Pitmaster Pills.
Oh, Pitmaster Pills.
How much?
I'd like to thank Drunk Rob for helping me come up with the idea. But
I guess sometimes
can you relay that message for me, Rob?
Sometimes it's cool. Yeah, I'll try to let him know.
If not, I'll text him in Houston. He'll definitely be there.
There you go. All right, Mark. Thanks, man. We appreciate you, buddy.
I'll take care.
There he was, the Soul Snatcher 5000, Marc Suarez, coming in strong. Case, you made it. 2 hours.
I made it.
15 minutes. You didn't know this was going to go 2 hours. I didn't know it was going to go 2 hours and 15 minutes. But it's been a great show, man. Shout out to Randy, Pauly. He just went away. Are we done? I think we're done here.
So 2 more announcements.
Okay.
Talking to Craig Sherry.
Hey there, everybody.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Go ahead. No, that was you. That was you.
Yeah. Talking to Craig and kind of realizing all the just amazing work that the ambassadors are doing for Texas Pepper Jelly. With my travel, the kids, and work, my spot is going to come open. I'll continue to support Craig, and Craig's going to support me, but there'll be a spot open as I kind of stepped away from barbecue.
What do you mean you have a spot open?
There'll be a spot open for my ambassadorship has come to an end, and it's going to come open.
You are losing your ambassadorship.
With that exit from barbecue, I can tell you after an amazing 5-year run, I'm also going to step away from the show. So it's been
Hold up.
remarkable.
Hold up. Let me stop the music here. What?
Yes. And so with travel, Katie getting older, work, getting more, I feel bad because I come in here on week-to-week basis, and there's a lot of just remarkable talent in barbecue that I really just don't know. I've been out of it. I don't follow it as close as I did. And, man, it's been awesome. I can tell you the people we've met, the conversations for the past 5+ years have just been – I don't know that we ever thought we'd get here. I wish you all the luck in the world, continue to grow this thing. I don't know what we thought 5 years ago staring at a monkey, but
we thought we'd have fun and drink some beer and talk a little barbecue.
And we have, and we've done it a shit ton, and I've enjoyed it we've laughed. The video of slipping on the ice will never go away. And so I hope I make an appearance over and over and over again. But, thank you for dragging me in and getting all this stuff going on. We'll still be tailgating, still be doing stuff. Hats off to Craig Sherry, Texas Pepper Jelly. They'll still support the tailgate. I'll still support Craig. I'll still support this show and all the wonderful people that we met along the way. But you and I both know when it comes to scheduling and everything that happens that I'm up to, and it's getting harder and harder. And, I respect what the show does, and it's time to step away and not have you worry about what the hell I'm doing on a Wednesday.
It is tough to plan. But, hey, that said, this is not the final show that Case is going to be on. We need to have a proper farewell show. It's been 5 years, bro. 5.5. Actually, yeah, we're over 5.5 years in this show. And July 7th will be entering our 6th season of doing this show. 6 years of doing this show. So, Case, you've been an awesome teammate and partner. I'm going to miss saying, and here's my show partner, Mr. Case Hahn. But this isn't the end. You'll come back on. This is not the last we will see of Case. And we will have, I didn't know, guys, I didn't know any of this was gonna happen, but we will have one final show where we send off Case.
This is the final show.
What? You're not wanting to come on for one final show?
No, and this is the reason that Rob really doesn't know any of this, especially you had an amazing guest on tonight, and I didn't want to even begin to take away from the folks that were coming on the show. And so amazing conversations. Mark does amazing work. Dustin, Joey, the guys, man, it was a hell of a show. I'm glad that this is the one with Buc-ees, Texas Chrome Foundation, Mark's work. If I had to cut it off, this is the one. So I've enjoyed the comments, enjoyed the controversies that I've stirred up in the last 5.5 years. I've made some people laugh. I've pissed some people off, but I've enjoyed every bit of it. So,
all right, man. Well, you don't want a farewell show, but okay, we'll just.
I do want to say one more thing
in memoriam. Go ahead.
Good night, Barbecue Nation, and you too, California.
All right. That was unexpected, my man. I did not know that was happening. That's for sure. Real quick before you can't, people are commenting right here, bro. You get a great show, Rob and Case. Breaking news. Play the damn clip. The clip will live on. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yes.
He's got T-ball to coach, and that way I don't have to do it, so I can cook. That's what Minoti says. Did he just say he's not quitting, he's retiring? There's a difference in the word. Wow, Chris Main. Is this Case's retirement speech? It sounded like it was. Aaron Leslie, great job over the years. Case Han, no, play the clip. Forever in the Gooder gang. Thank you, Case. That was classy. Bud. Rob, did you know? No, I did not know. You can't go, Case. Gooder for life. Look at Brian. So will your spot be available on the show?
Yes.
Thank you for the great times. All right, Shell, love you, Case. You are a hoot to have on, and you've done a phenomenal job. Next fair, no, I think
Greg,
tonight.
I'll see you at practice on Friday.
Man, you got a lot of comments wishing you well, Carmen. Hashtag unblock Case. That was fun. We'll go over. Man, they're just coming. They keep coming, bro. Dang, are y'all still? Yeah, AJ's just waking up. AJ Case just retired. Breaking news while you were taking a nap. Case clone, very sad. Carmen. All right. Wish you well, Case. Awesome coach, Case. I wish you well. All the great. Again,
I will be in the.
I wish I would be prepared. You what?
I'll be in the comments on a regular basis.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish I was prepared for this, but I was not. Totally by surprise, but just right off the top of my head, thank you for starting this with me. Thanks for, taking this idea and saying, hell yeah, let's run with it. Let's see what happens. And thanks for being there. From the times we did those first live shows with the monkey
just
over at Bull
didn't think
Printing.
you do this for 5.5 years.
It's still going, man. I think it's going up. Not because you're I just think we've just growing.
No, there's no doubt. It's amazing. I don't know that we ever imagined the people that we had talked to, and it's kind of crazy, and it's been fun, guys. When I do go to an events, and I text you all the time, like, yeah, hey, are you that Gooder guy? And so I don't know that we ever envisioned the conversations, the guests,
forever on solo.
So, but it's
forever on solo.
I can tell you, truly enjoyed it, and we'll be around. We'll still. There's still the Columbus cook-off and stuff that we'll continue to support.
Tailgating. This isn't the end of Case and Rob. It's just the end of Case on the So Smoking Gooder show.
No, I actually work down the street from Rob. He still doesn't call me for lunch anymore. But
I need you to come pick me up. Is basically why. that's what's going on. All right, Case.
But hell of a ride, bud. And this has been a blast. I don't know what the goal was 5.5 years ago, but I can know you're doing amazing things with it, and your dedication to the show deserves somebody that's just as dedicated as you move forward right now with life, work, being a dad, and everything that goes with it. And then I just kind of watch as the week's gone. There's just guys that I'm just not familiar with in the barbecue game just because I'm not in it. And I think that the cooks that come on here deserve somebody that sits on the other side of here that, knows what these guys are up to. And I wish all the cooks the best in the world, no matter what acronym you cook. Well, maybe not you, Outlaw, but everybody else is pretty cool. So,
oh, bro, man, this is awesome. This is a classy way to go out for sure. Thank you very much for doing that. We are going to play the clip. All right, that is not the end of that clip. Case, you need to do an intro for me then, now that you are, so that we can forever have Case on the show. And that better not be the last time. You need to do some special appearances, man. And,
we'll see.
We'll definitely hear that. Hey, but obviously I'm going to see you. This isn't like I'm not going to see you again. But for the show, best of luck coaching. You're raising a fine daughter, a great family, and I understand life gets in the way, and this is tough, man. We do this every week, and it's hard to do. My kids are a lot older, so they can just go away and do their own thing, and I know yours is a different situation. So it's been a pleasure, my man. It's been a great sharing this little screen on this fake internet barbecue show with you for the last 5.5 years. I'm definitely going to miss you. It's awesome. I wish you gave me a little heads up, brother, but it's cool. I like it.
Then you would have told everybody, and then we wouldn't have the Buc-ees conversation.
No, hey, and like you mentioned on the show to go out, we're talking HLSR, which you are a big part of.
Yeah.
Buc-ees, which you are a big part of.
And Drunk Rob.
And Drunk Rob. Drunk Rob.
Trifecta.
He's going to miss you. I'll tell him later. And, you had Suarez on here as well. Joey Smith, you've made him cry once before.
Yes.
You asked a question that actually made him ball. You got Dustin Standley on, which, you're a big supporter of the barbecue store, man. So I'm going to miss you, but I understand. My man. So, all right. Shout out to, you got train of thoughts gone. Shout out to Randy Pauly with Holy Cow Cookers, Joey Smith, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Dustin Standley, the barbecue store in Hempstead, and both of them, the Texas Six Pack, and Marc Suarez, the Soul Snatcher with Rolling Smoke Productions. This has been an interesting show, man. 2.5 hours, and it ends with a bang. Case, I love you, my man, and we'll miss you on the show.
Yeah, bud. We'll see you.
Sign us out one last time.
Hey, love all you guys. Good night, Barbecue Nation.
All right, there he was. We'll see you next week live from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We are out.